Previously on Persona 5 Strikers.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's see what he truly is.
I'm sick and tired of everyone looking down on me. Yes, the time has come for my true power. You wretches shall witness my final form!
Is it a dragon? Is it a moth? Is it a snake? Is it a leviathan? It's a dragon thing. That's gold. Of course it is. Of course it's gold. You do realize that's... Are you a boy or a girl? Is that a JoJo reference? Is that a Dragon Ball reference? Is that a Yu-Gi-Oh reference? What are you even referencing? I am so confused right now.
Apologies for last week. The echo caused last week was by the microphone actually being the wrong way. It was flipped 180 degrees, meaning that it was pointing at the screen, and the microphone being in such a way that if I speak into it, it's sort of capturing this, let's call it 70 to 90 degrees angle, which is supposed to be in front of me, so it doesn't capture background noise. What ended up happening was, because it was the wrong way, it was actually capturing the echo in the room. So everything that you were watching last week, as well as the last two LPs, was actually the echo. So I would actually talk, the echo would happen in the room, and it would go inside the microphone, and that is what you were hearing. Whereas now you're actually hearing me, with a little bit of echo in the background. So I do apologize for that. I hope you enjoyed the experience. Let's try not do it again. What am I supposed to say? Is there anything else that could go wrong in this stream? Or maybe I shouldn't jinx it.
Over time they erode and destroy hearts of good souls in the dark. Filled with dismay.
I like how it looks like a spider web before it becomes jail bars.
All the way through till the crumble. Into shattered down they go. Don't let 'em do it like that. You must know that our own griefs that made you weak. So wake up from no sleep. Don't refuse to be free. Let go.
Oh wow, he's actually using the ricochets. God damn it, Moni, and you're getting good with that slingshot. And I will agree, one thing that Atlas does excel at is the OST. And another thing that Japanese companies really do excel at is making copyright claims when they have no idea what they're claiming. I absolutely love that. I kind of feel... I'm kind of in that awkward position now where I try to be professional and I try to follow the rules and play the game and whatnot. And then you have companies that just outright abuse the system. Nothing happens to them. They're financially incentivized to do so. And I'm the one that's suffering. And I'm just losing respect for companies. Not just the companies that are doing it, but also companies in general. Because I always remember the companies that fuck me over. And the amount of companies that keep fucking me over is just growing. And I've gotten to the point where I'm just like, all companies are bad. And not all companies are bad, but that's what it sometimes feels like. Okay. Good to see you again, Christian. Have a good one. Where were we at? Oh yeah, we're gonna head to the next city. But first, let's see if we can buy some ingredients. Because it's been a good opportunity to buy this stuff.
Is that all? Here you are. Please come back.
Because if we don't buy it now, we're gonna want it later. And we're not gonna be able to get it later.
Take a look. Come shop with us.
Alright, that's done. Can I remember how to instant
Welcome.
transmission? No, I
Come
can't.
again.
This is the fun part every week, trying to figure out how to instant transmission. Let's pick up the goody stuff. I know we'll need it. The pineapple shop.
Thank you. Thank you.
And let's go get some cooking ingredients, because cooking OP. In each OP, each of the OG thieves gets a flashcard with a codename except Mona.
Take your
Aw.
time. So that's what you're getting? Can you hold all that?
Poor
So that's
Mona.
what you're getting? Can you hold? So that's what you're getting? Thank you. So
He's
that's
like
what
the
you're getting?
OG
Can you hold?
because
Please
he got
recommend
everyone
that?
else
Can
in
you
on
hold?
it.
Please recommend that? Can you hold?
Yet
Thank
he gets left out to dry. Poor guy. Mona does not deserve that. He deserves better. Poor guy. No, circle means I want out. Okay, let's instant transmission to the Mount Ioba Park.
So,
There's nothing more we can do. We should wait at the hideout until Zenkichi reaches out. Can I abuse the social stat thing and get another free social stat?
let's come here again.
Son of bitch. Can I abuse this thing? Son of bitch. Fine. Fine. There's nothing else I can abuse for social bond gain. Fine. We got some weapons in jail but didn't equip.
Now then.
I mean, I equipped everything before the boss fight. I hope that you're right.
Yo.
Where are said weapons that you say I did not equip? Equipped. Equipped. Ooh, this one didn't get equipped. Ooh. Equipped. Strength 2 versus... I mean, fine. Done. 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 What about items? Ooh. So Kuma's on 58. I can go for that. What's this? Water. And magic. She needs the magic. Yusuke. Give him this. Makoto. Give that. Haru's got a magic one. Cooking apron. Ooh. For a cooking one. Wait, what? What does Futaba need a 20? See, let Sophia have the magic. Magic. See, I kind of feel magic one's better. Yeah, kind of feel that works a lot better. Accessories, we're fine. Okay, that all works. And bomb points 25. Let's just save them until the next thing gets revealed. Because something will get revealed. She needs it for hacking events? Alright, she actually does something. How long am I streaming for? Probably the usual amount. Probably 4 hours. Maybe a little bit longer. We'll see, depending on how we go. We'll see how we go. Alright, let's just hop straight into it. Oh my god, I can't believe it's been a week, and this is how much room I have. Your first stream? Oh my god, a lot of newbies. Welcome. Welcome, newbies. After some time, Zenkichi came to the hideout.
And that about sums up Natsume's confession.
Oh, fun times.
So once people friended him through Emma, they'd become his fans.
I mean, it'd be odd if they didn't friend him. Or it'd be even more odd if they weren't his fans and then friended him. That's just creepy. Why would you do that?
It's just like what Alice said.
Is Emma in this case Facebook or Twitter, or what are we going for?
And Natsume's smartphone worked the same as Alice's, too. There wasn't anything off about the Emma app or the phone itself.
It's gonna be fun figuring out who the one picking these people is.
So we got nothing again?
I didn't say that. Just like before, there were traces of someone snooping around in there.
Probably some sort of Apple social media thing. Ah, that explains why the people using it are so easy to brainwash.
For real?
Ah, is that 13 or 14? Is the same as Alice? Did Natsume have a stalker too? What does it all mean?
It means someone was monitoring both Natsume and Alice.
I like how Yusuke is one of the smartest people in the group. He's just chilled the entire time.
Well, any idea who it is?
At this point, Akechi maybe?
Sorry, I got nothing. All I found were traces.
What about the long-nosed man?
So Alice and Natsume were being watched by someone. Hey, Zenkichi, did the police know about that?
No. The only reason we know this guy exists is because Sakura sifted through Alice's smartphone.
So aside from the fact that they both used Emma, this mystery observer is the only thing linking Alice and Natsume together.
It's not exactly a lot to go on.
If the police didn't know that, why would they assume these two cases are related?
Well, these are some very peculiar cases. But mainly, it boils down to the nature of the crimes and the timing.
Technically, there was no crime. Because all that happened was that their fans were just buying a shit ton of their merchandise, which actually happens in a lot of fandoms. Because, well, let's face it, the people leading the fandoms don't give a shit about their audience. They just care about how much they get paid, which is actually kind of the norm. Which is why people go out and buy hundreds of CDs so their favorite artists get featured on a music show, or they buy the merch so the guy can buy his next Lamborghini. It's kind of weird that the cops would even get involved in this.
The timing?
All of the change of heart incidents occurred at roughly the same time, that being within the last 3 months.
I'm gonna
Did I
buy
tell
all
you?
of your subscriptions. Lucky you can't actually do that technically. I wouldn't want people doing that.
3 months ago is around when Emma was released.
Well, Emma is being used to perpetrate the crimes, so that makes sense.
I'm one of those people that I'd rather they actually sub to Patreon, because Twitch gives you no ads, which is good, like 3 days a week, right? But Patreon gives you access to an entire library of reactions that can't make it on YouTube, right? So it's not just, give me all of your money. It's kind of like, well, here's all the content that we can't upload, and you probably missed some of it, and I've recorded it, and I've edited it, and I've exported it in the highest quality, and it's good shit. So at least you're getting something. And thank you very much for supporting us. But at least you're getting something, as opposed to the other people that are like, give us all of your monies. And it's like, okay, so what are you giving back to the people? What? Give something back? Fuck you on about? And I'm kind of like, what? It's kind of weird. Could someone be exploiting it? The group behind it seems shady. Who said anything about a group? What is this, the Akatsuki?
Maybe. This seems like it'd be pretty difficult for a third party to pull off.
And to answer all the questions regarding LPs, there is a delay between LPs happening on the live stream and the channel. Newer games typically get priority, like Persona 5 Strikers, whereas older games like, I don't know, Kingdom Hearts 358 Days, Uncharted 3, Bioshock 2, those are going to take a little while because I can only edit during the weekend, which is the same days that I'm live streaming, so I work Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. Speaking of which, I'll update you guys later. It went really well last week.
That company putting that thing out is suspicious as all hell. What are they called again? Madams?
Is it just me, or am I seeing Madara? Every time I see M-A-D-A, I just think Madara. Madara!
Madis. Well, at least you got the mad part.
Futaba is so sick of Ryuji's shit.
For what it's worth, I'm investigating on that front as well.
I fucking love the relationships in this group. They're just fucking hilarious.
Still, we're talking about a major corporation operating on a global scale. You can't just walk in and start poking around without reason.
I love how these major corporations can't even have police knock on the door and say, hey, we want to ask you a few questions, because there's consequences for doing so. I mean, that is so fucked when you think about it.
You haven't found anything suspicious yet?
Not yet, no. At least, nothing's come up from checking the individuals involved.
Tsukichi looks like Shido in long hair. You see, once you see it, you can't unsee it. Zenkichi is Shido with a wig and glasses. Holy shit, he's Shido with a wig and glasses. Now you've gone and done it. Now you've just ruined my life. Now I can't unsee it. He's Shido. Oh my god. Oh my god. He's got the same shape of the head and everything.
If our mystery observer was connected to Medice, though, then we'd have grounds to conduct an investigation.
You said zucchini? I can't unsee it now. God fucking damn it. Why did you do that? Why did you do that? His voice is very different. Yeah, it's not like a human could fake a voice or anything.
Do you think there's someone pulling the strings in this case?
I don't know.
We don't know for sure yet. The incidents are similar, but they could just as easily be unrelated.
Has anyone noticed how Morgana's taking point in the conversation? So if he's actually recording this and they're trying to nab the Phantom Thieves for, you know, doing Phantom Thieves stuff, he's gonna be like, hey, I've got proof, I've recorded the whole conversation. You hear Zukichi talking, and in response you just hear, meow, meow. Ah yes, they could be working together, but what does it mean? Oh shit, a dog outside just started fucking barking. My cat impression must be really good.
Guess we'll have to see if the other incidents have any overlap as well.
That is like the ultimate fucking way to keep the Phantom Thieves safe. Just have Morgana do all the talking. Like, no one can fucking prove shit.
That's one of the basic rules of investigation. Find what the incidents do and don't have in common, then start narrowing things down. For now, looking into the other incidents is our best bet at scoring a lead.
This is true. We'll have to do what we can for the time being.
And if we look into the other jails and their monarchs, we might learn something new.
Then, if we're all done here, I'm heading to Sapporo to see what I can find on our next target.
Oh, as soon as you say Sapporo, I think of the beer.
We'll rendezvous on the 8th. I'll contact you the day of.
The 8th of the 5th. Damn.
3 days. Should be an easy trip with a car.
No need to rush. The target's not even in Japan until then.
Did I eat before the stream? And you just reminded me. Thanks.
Oh, right. Wasn't there a festival happening around here soon?
Festival, you say?
Sendai's famous for its Tanabata festivals. Lots of good food lined up, too.
I'm sorry,
So I
but
hear.
why is this the first time I'm hearing about this in IRL? Hachan lied to me.
Yes, I did see decorations being put up here and there.
Anyway, I'll see you in 3 days. Don't forget.
I'll be honest, last night Hachan and I demolished a McDonald's family meal. I got on the app, they gave me a 20% discount. So we just went to McDonald's and ordered one of the family meals, like 4 burgers, 4 drinks, 4 chips, nuggets, you know, and we just fucking demolished it. That was our dinner.
I guess he wants us to rest up while we can.
Gramps is actually a pretty considerate guy, huh?
Well, since we're here, should we put on yukata and go to the festival?
Yukata. I can't help but think of our disastrous fireworks festival last year when we got rained on.
Oh my god, someone's gonna mention fucking Ryuji's MILF hunting. Oh my god, Yusuke! You are disgracing those yukatas! You harlots! Oh my fucking god, Yusuke. Oh my fucking god, Yusuke. Oh my god.
That's That's why we're gonna do it right this time. Besides, we didn't have Futaba or Haru with us back then.
Count me in. Going to a festival in a yukata sounds wonderful.
I'll wear one too.
Then we got a plan. Sophia, find us a shop that sells yukata.
I've got 4 hits. Allow me to direct you.
I like how they make time for the little things in between saving the world.
Dude, check out all the boots!
As one might expect from Sendai's Tanabata festival. It's quite lively here.
Apparently, the locals call it Tanabata-san, and it's said to have originated from back in Date Masamune's time.
I haven't actually worn a yukata, but how different is it from a gi and a hakama that you wear in martial arts? Is it more comfy? Because I'm used to wearing the martial arts ones, which are, you know, built to be durable, and they're usually kind of thick.
Hey, that's the dude from the statue, huh?
I like how oblivious Ryuji is to his own history.
He is not a dude. He is Lord Date Masamune, the one-eyed dragon of Ocean.
Yusuke really likes this guy.
Jeez, what are you, his retainer or something?
He wishes.
There are so many booths, it's hard to pick what to see first. What do you think?
All of the things. Yakisoba. Let's try shooting gallery. I want to check out the masks.
Ah, yes. Perhaps it's our experience with them in the metaverse, but they always manage to catch my eye.
Telling me. I already bought one. Reminds me of when I was a kid.
You still are a fucking kid.
Speaking of which, ain't those guys here yet?
It takes time for a lady to get ready. They're not unrefined apes like the rest of you.
Watch, we've got the MILF situation 2.0.
Who are you calling an ape? You're the unrefined one, you furball.
Look, this furball's got claws, you bonehead!
Sorry for the wait.
Wait, are they wearing literally the same designs as last time? Come on, ladies.
Lady An, you look absolutely gorgeous.
Jesus Christ, the simping. This is disgusting.
Thanks, Morgana.
Sorry, tying the obi took quite some time.
It's fitting for the summer. It was worth the wait. Can I get a closer look?
Stop staring so much. It's embarrassing.
Absolutely picturesque. You've brought us a much-needed air of refinement.
Yeah, according to someone, we're about as unrefined as it gets.
Wow, Ryuji, that looks really good on you. Even better than your school uniform.
Just take the compliment.
You don't gotta try and make me feel better.
You made a good choice with that mask, though. Yellow's a good match for this season. I bought a water balloon myself. You gotta get one when you go to a festival.
Water balloon? You buy water balloons? Nani?
Water balloon? Oh, you mean a yo-yo?
No, isn't that called a water yo-yo?
I am so confused.
Wait a sec. I thought it was yo-yo balloon.
Oh boy.
No, it's a water balloon.
What do you call it?
Can we get the AI to check? Yo-yo or water yo-yo? A yo-yo balloon, a water balloon. Oh fucking god damn it. A water balloon.
Yeah, I knew it. I mean, it's only a little bit, but there's still some water inside.
Looks like everyone's having a good time.
God damn it, mother. Why must you always spoil things?
We should have a little fun ourselves. Why don't we check out the food stands and get something to eat?
Sure. I was starting to get hungry since everything smells so good.
Look, they've got all the staples. Yakisoba, yakitori, shaved ice. They've even got cognac skewers. Those are huge in Tohoku.
This game literally wants to kill me. It knows that I do intermittent fasting, And so the first thing it does on a Saturday morning is show food. This is cruel.
What are we waiting for? Charge!
Come on, we should get going too. I'm starving.
This should be illegal.
Hell yeah! Let's start from one end and get one of everything.
You know how they have those settings where they're like disable adult content and shit? They should have a setting that disables food and shit. Cause this is just cruel.
It feels as if we're forgetting the spirit of Tanabata. Though I have no objections.
I'm pretty sure this is capitalism hard at work because everything is overpriced. But anyway, let's go.
I want to see more of the festival too. Show me how to catch goldfish.
Goldfish? I had fun with everyone at the festival. Yay, free bond points.
That was so good.
Cognac skewers, Ishinomaki yakisoba, Zunda cider.
How old are you, Futaba?
We basically ate our way through Sendai.
God damn it, I want to eat all of Sendai at this point.
And it was amazing. Gotta hand it to old man Masamune. He is one cool dude.
That's Lord to you. Did I do it right, Yusuke?
Am I that predictable?
Catching goldfish seems difficult. Is there some sort of secret to catching one?
Try to stay calm, then strike without hesitation. Trick is to catch them once you've read their movements.
Oh my god, what a predator.
Wow, that's impressive, Mako-chan. I see. We'll get it next time. You're getting a call from Zenkichi.
Yo, you guys having fun?
Shouldn't he put it on speaker? How about you?
Just working. Moderately, anyway. Listen, I wanted to ask you guys a favor.
Here it is.
I'm already investigating in Sapporo, but before you leave Sendai, I'd like you to stop by Toho University. Tomorrow, there's going to be a session at the Mount Aoba campus.
Session?
The CEO of Matisse is holding a lecture there.
Ooh!
I'm still looking into them at the moment, but the more info we have, the better. I'd like you to attend the lecture in my place.
What's in it for us?
I'll treat you guys to dinner or something. The food in Hokkaido is really something special, you know?
You're gonna have to up that up to a seafood buffet, buddy.
And just so we're clear, don't draw any unnecessary attention to yourselves. Just go and see if the CEO says anything strange.
Do you have a name?
His name is Akira Konoe, and he looks like a capable CEO, I'll give him that.
I mean, you certainly hope so.
Anyway, I'm gonna be counting on you kids. And again, try not to get carried away, alright?
So what did he want?
Wait, how did Ryuji already rip his sleeves? Did you know that Atlas confirmed that if the pro tag chose any other girls besides Makoto and Haru would be dating? Wait, what? Wait, what? So who would be the male in that relationship? Oh god, I'm asking the questions. I told everyone about Zenkichi's call.
Let me get this straight. This guy's running the company that made Emma?
This might be a good opportunity to learn something new.
I suppose we'll find out at the lecture tomorrow morning.
Guess break time's over. Time to get back to work.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my god, the song's playing in my head now. University of Toho, lecture hall. Okay.
As you all know, life is just an ongoing series of daily decisions.
Wait, wouldn't this lecture hall be a lot bigger? Is this it? If this is it, how did we score seats? And I love how every CEO likes this hairstyle. It's like, it makes me more confident.
What's for breakfast? What should I wear today? Every day begins with these insignificant little dilemmas.
Is that why you wear the same thing every day, so you have to cut down your decision fatigue?
But then there comes a time to decide your field of study, your place of employment, who you're going to marry. And it's these choices that matter.
I mean, what about my breakfast? That's a pretty important fucking choice.
Yes, people are always looking for the best choice or the correct answer.
Uh-huh.
Medis seeks to provide it for everyone through the power of AI.
Ah, you're sounding a little bit like Twitter, where you want to manipulate everyone's view of society.
Emma is a state-of-the-art AI designed to integrate itself into our everyday lives. By gathering and analyzing extraordinary amounts of data with perfect precision, Emma can help everyone make the best choices.
But that's assuming the information that it has is 100% reliable, complete, and correct. You're never going to get 100% reliable, complete, and correct data, because a lot of people are scared of expressing their true selves out in the world. So how the F are you going to get that data? The decisions are going to be flawed.
Capable CEO seems pretty spot on.
Capable CEO has never been asked the real questions.
Wow, he's so composed. He's practically overflowing with confidence. Look how clearly he states his company's outlook and principles. He's got everyone's attention. You're right. He's not saying anything particularly suspicious, though.
Oh, by the way, guys, don't discuss too much Marvel. I haven't even seen Iron Man 2, 3, or, shit, what's the last Avengers movie? The one with Thanos. Haven't seen that one either. I liked Ultron, though. He's awesome.
Well, thanks to Emma, Medisa's stocks have shot way up. You can bet they're one of Japan's biggest enterprises right now.
Well, no shit. A successful product typically does that.
That said, I feel like a company with this much going for it wouldn't have much to gain from changing people's hearts.
Maybe that's why they have so much going for it.
Perhaps, but that doesn't change the fact that Emma is still a key factor in the jails. It is through Emma that people are allowed access.
Right. Medis is connected to all of this one way or another, be it directly or indirectly.
Hey, do you think there's a real culprit behind all of this? Like, some kind of mastermind?
We'll probably at some point do movie nights where we can watch like a movie, because I haven't seen John Wick 3. I haven't seen a lot of the Marvel movies, and there's also a lot of cool shit we can do. So we'll probably do movie nights at some point. We probably won't be able to do it on Twitch because the movie companies would go apeshit and take us down. But we might be able to do it privately on like Discord or something. So just keep your ears open. Just make sure you're following us on Discord, because that's where I make a lot of, you know. Just make sure you're following Discord. What do you think?
I think there is. Even if we beat the monarchs, change their hearts, and free everyone's desires, the jails don't disappear.
So someone just takes their place.
There's gotta be something keeping them here.
So you're saying the real culprit's the one doing that?
By the way, I'm gonna be picking the movies. Not letting people pick movies, otherwise there'll be too many movies. Then it just becomes a reaction. It's basically gonna be shit that I need to watch. That I haven't had time to watch in my private time.
I don't know. But do you remember how even the monarchs themselves didn't know much about Emma?
That's right. Alice and Natsume said the same things in their testimonies.
And if that's the case, then the monarchs might not be the only ones manipulating Emma.
Which means it could be someone at Medis. Or our mystery observer.
Or our head honcho down there.
Or perhaps someone completely different.
Am I the only one that's secretly hoping it's Akechi? Just for the shits and giggles? You thought it was someone else, but it was me! Akechi! Oh no, it's Akechi again. I'm just that person at this point.
Yeah, well, we just gotta stick to what Gramps was telling us, right?
I don't even care how they weave it into the story at this point. I just want it for the memes.
All we can do is keep solving cases and collect more info. Long as the Phantom Thieves of Hearts do what they do best, we'll set this shit straight.
Oh my god, he can actually somewhat swear in this game.
Wow, Ryuji. That was pretty insightful. I'm surprised.
Ryuji's keeping it real.
He's right. And in that sense, attending this lecture is a valuable use of our time. Let's make sure we pay attention all the way to the end.
Yo, how long was I out? So, what did the dude say?
Can I smack you?
I don't know. Will you like it?
Well, he didn't exactly say anything out of the ordinary. Then again, I wouldn't expect him to trip up that easily.
Well, I'm starving, so maybe we should just head back? That guy was talking for friggin' ever.
Hey guys, that stuff you said earlier, was all of that true?
Oh my god, Ichinose. We're getting antagonist vibes here. She's fucking everywhere.
Huh?
Are you really the Phantom Thieves of Hearts?
Excuse me? What the fuck did you idiots say? In the public?
What?
Oh god. At this point, they deserve to be sent to jail for just how stupid they are. Hi, we're in a public university. Let's talk about our persona shit.
You're the woman from the beef tongue restaurant.
Oh, Ichinose-san, right?
You heard all that?
Well, the thing is, I'm really good at picking up when a cat meows. Honestly, I found that way more interesting than Konoe's lecture.
She's a cat person.
Mona! Me? But you guys are the ones she overheard.
The hell are we gonna do?
Alright, there's only one solution. We kill her. We kill her and dump her body in a tub of base and lime, and I didn't think it through her head. Better play innocent.
Whoa, stop. It's all right. This place will be closing up soon. Let's talk more outside.
I need an adult? Why do I get...
Wow, to think you guys are the famous Phantom Thieves.
Why do I get the feeling that she's a cop? You've got the wrong guys. We were just pretending. I think you misheard us.
Come on now, don't try to hide it. When you guys mentioned Alice and Natsume, I imagine you were referring to Alice Hiragi and Ango Natsume from the press conferences, yes?
Yes, we are highly impressionable teenagers that hop on bandwagons of fandoms and blow all our money on stupid shit.
Is it safe to assume those were your doing?
Of course not. How on earth would we possibly do that?
Oh, and what was that about Emma giving people access to jails? Oh, is that related to everyone's hearts getting changed?
Alright, Maruki 2.0.
She heard everything.
Can we ask what you're doing here, Ichinose-san?
Can we just set her up with Maruki and be done with it?
Oh, I told you at the beef tongue place, didn't I? I'm a researcher at the university.
I was gonna say a joke, but I don't wanna. I don't wanna. It would be so inappropriate.
Oh, that's right.
Because they keep mentioning beef tongue. And beef tongue is like really long, and I was gonna say she likes tongue. So bad.
I'm also the one who designed the base for Emma.
Oh. You did the what now?
You made the base?
Doesn't that technically mean she would have the level of access required to stalk people on Emma, which means she could be our primary antagonist? At the same time, that would give her an incentive to get closer to the Phantom Thieves to find out what the fuck they're up to.
I didn't tell you. I specialize in the research and development of artificial intelligence.
GG. She probably made, what's her name?
He definitely didn't hear about that.
Not just admin level rights, backdoor level rights. She knows how the program works. She's not only an admin, she's an architect.
the time I finished developing Emma, Medice came to me with an offer to buy it.
Come on, you suspect the PT is everything other than inside voices.
I was actually pretty tight on money at the time, so I went ahead and sold it.
Oof! Oof! Oof!
Is this lady for real?
Oof! Imagine that! Oof!
Oh, by the way, that's why Medice is participating in the lecture today.
So she designed it and just sold it? Oof! Dude!
Well, to be more accurate, the university asked me to reach out to them. I certainly didn't expect the CEO himself to show up, though.
She would have the most to gain from making the platform fuck up. Because, well, let's face it. If it does well, it kills her on the inside. If it fucks up, it goes to shit.
I only got invited because of my little connection with the company. Anyhow, yeah, that's how I ended up being there to overhear everything.
Oof! Oof! And before she's female Huey, someone get a lifeboat. Imagine running an AI and just sold it to Google for pennies in the dollar, and you have to go back to university to finish your degree so you can get a 9-to-5 job. Meanwhile, Google becomes $1 trillion company because of your program. I mean, if you're so good at writing AI, why didn't you just write an AI to do stock trades for you? Or an AI to do research for sports or horse bets? I mean, if that's your level of intellect, why the fuck are you working?
So you're Emma's creator, and Medice is simply the ones running it?
Oh, well, they're definitely the ones running it, but I can't say for sure if that's all they've been doing. I just designed the base. Who knows what Medice did once I sold it to them?
The fucking foundation of the program is one of the most important things. I just did that.
So, you know all about Emma then, right?
Kuma, we must indoctrinate this woman. We added Zenkichi, so the ratio is thrown off. We need more women. This is what is called quota hiring within the Phantom Thieves. We can't have too many men. We need more women. Then we need an animal. We need a person of color. We need a person that does not speak English. We need a person, like, it's gonna get ridiculous at this point.
Naturally. It's like my baby, you know. And at the risk of tooting my own horn, it's a really good baby.
Someone's got baby rabies.
Well, never would have expected this turn of events.
I had this weird experience at work during the week. Someone was printing out the PowerPoint presentation that I was giving to our vice president. He loved it, by the way. He ended up offering me whatever job I want within his division. So, like, that went well for me. But anyway, someone printed out the PowerPoint slides. And because we're still keeping this fairly secret, I saw them at the printer. I'm like, who the fuck printed this? So I moved it back to the table. And then, like, an hour later, I saw a woman looking for something. And I'm like, are you looking for something that was printed about an hour ago? And she's like, yes. I'm like, would it happen to be da-da-da? And she's like, oh, yes. It's like, I picked it up. So I basically gave it to her. Anyway, she started talking. She's like, who are you? Da-da-da. Oh, you designed this? Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Ended up setting up a meeting to brief her on it. She's a security consultant in our company. She used to work at IBM and shit like that. And then she started talking like, oh, so this is like your baby. Oh, you must be so proud. And you're so young. And I'm just sort of like, where is this conversation going? Then she started leaning over and stuff like that. And I'm like, where is this conversation going? It's like, and it grows up so quick. Like a baby. And I'm sort of like, or a puppy. A little puppy. And I'm just like, oh god, I don't want to have a meeting with this woman. I need to rope some other people to be in this meeting. Oh god.
Do you think she's telling the truth about designing Emma?
Why is it all the tiger mums trying to hit on me at work?
I do think it's impressive that the CEO of Medice came to personally give a lecture.
I get the feeling that she's not even a mum. That's the problem.
If she's the one who made it happen, doesn't that mean she has a lot of influence?
Does reverse sexual harassment actually exist? I don't think legally men can be sexually harassed in the workplace. I mean, most courts would just laugh it out the door.
This is true. And let's not forget the university asked her to attend the lecture.
What should we do? She could probably tell us a lot about Emma.
Not to mention she knows who we are now.
What do you think?
I mean, she's literally just looking at your fucking group. Fucking hell, you guys. Let's tell her the truth. Let's play dumb and run for it.
No way! It's a little late for that, don't you think?
Yeah, it'd be a real drag if we ditched her now and she started telling the whole world about us.
Yeah, but she's a crazy woman no one would believe.
Then we may as well go all in and find out what we can. Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
It's settled then. We'll tell her everything.
Okay, guys, without sounding weird about
that
this,
true?
but Makoto has a nice ass. I mean, she's got an ass. Pay attention to Makoto's ass.
Right, we know. It's kind of hard to believe, huh?
See what I mean? It's got that curve, it's got that bump, but it's really well defined, so you can tell that she works out. It's not like fat, it's muscly fat. I apologize, ladies, but guys do also check out girls, yes. The same way you were checking out Joker and a Yukata or Yusuke, guys also check out girls. This may come as a shock to you, but guys do look at girls. Oh yes, they do.
Hey, what if we just show her, like we did with Senkichi?
And it may also come as a shock to you. Not all guys would look at girls like Anne that are showing a lot of skin. Some guys actually prefer girls that dress a little more conservatively, but still have assets, which are visible. We're not all primates. Some of us like a little bit of finesse and appreciate it. Subtlety is also good. Seriously, fucking, what's her name? Haru looks like she's about to go into Resident Evil 8. Is that what Haru does in her spare time? Is that what Haru does 20 years from now? She buys a mansion in the middle of Europe and turns it into Resident Evil 8? Jesus Christ.
Wow! It really does exist! I mean, how else could you explain all this? So Emma functions as the entry point here, huh? No, that's... if I consider the possibilities...
She believed all that?
I mean, considering the fact that you've got Futaba that's pretty witty for her age, I think these two could get along pretty well.
Oh, you have no idea how fascinating this is! What an incredible development!
Well, at least we don't gotta go through the trouble of convincing her.
Ichinose-san, do you have any idea why Emma is serving as an entry point to the jails?
Oh, no, couldn't tell you. I'm surprised this other world even exists. There's no way I could have thought of a way to get in if I didn't even know it existed to begin with. Yeah, that figures. Wait, so that means that function was added later? A world where people's desires are stolen and their hearts are changed. So many questions!
Well, it's not uncommon for people to repurpose a platform for different types of programs. That's what a lot of companies actually do. Well, people create programs that perform a function, and that program or function is actually integrated within a bigger program or system. Like, entire companies exist over performing small functions, which integrate into other businesses. It's insane how society works. Once you start looking at it from a, I don't want to call it an IT perspective, but kind of like a technological view. It's crazy. It's like the whole world is interconnected. It's very inefficiently interconnected, but it's very interconnected.
Oh, wait. Maybe I should be heartbroken here. My baby is being used for evil after all.
Oh no, my child is being shitty and opening portals to the demon world. Better give him a smack. Would like your cooperation.
Right. How about we make a deal?
I'll be honest, Haru has the same ass that Hachan does. And it's a good ass. And watching this makes me just want to go to like the store and get Hachan a pair of leather pants. Like I told you guys the story of when we were in Taiwan and we were shopping around New Year and we found this basic outfit that was like, it wasn't leather, it was pleather, which is why I didn't want to buy it. And it was basically pleather pants and a pleather jacket that's similar to Makoto's, but it was really like, it looks good. It made me want to buy a motorbike just so I could see Hachan, you know, go on and off the motorbike. You know what I'm talking about, right? Like, you know what I'm talking about. And I was like, dude, I would buy a motorbike to see that every day. Like, you get what I mean. So, yeah. Hachan's getting a pair of leather pants.
Ooh, I like the sound of that. Super Phantom Thiefy! I'd be glad to help however I can. And I can't say I don't feel kind of responsible for all of this. More than anything, though, I think I'd die of curiosity if I didn't get involved.
She has a hard-on for science. Did I answer the man of culture question? I will answer it this way. Breasts are genetic, whereas ass can be earned.
So, what do you need me to look into? Say the word and I'm on it.
But though technically it's not all genetic, it also depends on your diet through upbringing. Which is why if you're a bit chubbier during adolescence, you actually have bigger ones when you grow up. That's the one thing that F's me about Japan. It's like, why did you force everyone to be skinny growing up? You shot yourselves in the foot, you idiots. Tell us about Emma. Tell us about Medas. What happened after you sold it?
Indeed. We'd be very interested to know exactly what kind of changes Emma went through thereafter.
I see. Basically, you'd like to know the secret behind this new version of Emma. And if someone's responsible, you want to know who.
Come on, if this woman tries to do anything out of line, lock her in the RV with Joker for 24 hours. She'll change her tune. Yeah, and what's Joker gonna do to her?
Oh, hey, we found some of those mystery junk parts out there, didn't we? Maybe if she takes a look at them, we'll learn more about that world.
Ooh, so you're gonna give me a bunch of neat stuff to analyze? Yes, that's excellent. Just wonderful. In fact, I'll even buy them from you as research materials.
I thought you were short on funds.
Well, if this is going to be a deal, then we'll need to provide something as well.
Nonsense. It's fine just the way it is. My inner researcher is just squealing with delight. So, what do you say we seal the deal?
When you seal the deal, how do you seal the deal? It's a deal. Here's to working with you. We'll be counting on you.
Okay, looking forward to it.
Junk parts become easier to obtain.
Oh, yo, if she specializes in AI, maybe we should ask about Sophia, yeah?
Huh? Sophia.
Hi, I'm Sophia, humanities companion. It's nice to meet you, Ichinose.
Meet your baby, Ichinose.
This is Sophia?
Yes, this is your baby.
Huh. It's nice to meet you too.
Who flipped the switch on her?
Oh, no, it's just that I've got so much on my mind right now. I guess even I'm a little confused.
Sophia's an AI we met in the metaverse. Is there anything you can tell us about her?
No, I can't say I know anything about her. Think you could send me her code later, though?
Huh? Oh, sure. No problem.
Here, I'll give you my contact information.
Oh my god, how much you want to bet we're about to get invited to a jail?
excited to see how this all develops. See you around!
Well, there she goes.
Uh-oh. Futaba's infected.
Would have been nice if she'd known something about Sophia.
How much you want to bet that Futaba's now infected?
I'm okay, as long as I can stay useful to you guys.
Okay, it's just a theory, but I have a high suspicion that she's screwing with their psychological perception, whatever that's called. Because there's no way they don't find Ichinose suspicious, while being hyper-focused on being suspicious towards Zenkichi. Maybe they're just idiots.
Guess that takes care of that.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot after all that's just happened, but we're heading to Sapporo next, right?
Yeah, we should get going. Zenkichi's waiting for us in Hokkaido.
I think the Phantom Thieves shouldn't be allowed to speak in public. This isn't the first time they've been found out. This is like the 5th time. It keeps happening. And they haven't learned their lesson. Not even once. I mean, seriously?
Hell yeah! Hokkaido, here we come!
They're like the most dysfunctional,
Hey.
illegal organization I've ever met. It's difficult to mess with the Persona user as they have no real shadow to mess with in those places. Yes, but you can ambush them. Next stop for Hygo. Time to say goodbye, Sendai. Anything you didn't tick off the list while we're here, this is your last chance. When we hit the RV once you're good and ready. Once you choose to go to the next city, you'll be unable to return to the city you're currently in. Make sure to buy limited items and take care of business. Unlike the cities in the real world, you can revisit past jails at any time. However, be aware that the requests obtained from conversing with your friends in the past cities will no longer be available to accept or complete. Right, so we need to make sure we've completed all the requests. Hey yo, can I borrow you? There's something I want to do before we go. I shall wait for you at the entrance of the Mount Aoba Park Shrine. Oh, by the way, guys, we got a new PlayStation 5 controller, so let's hope that this one doesn't have any drifting. Apparently, it's a really common issue, and it's been happening a lot on PlayStation 5s as well as Nintendo Switches. You want to buy a fortune? Yes. Curse. Son of a bitch. Ah, no. Nothing. Futaba, show me what you need.
Yo!
There you are, Kuma. I want to get a picture on this cutout board before we head out. This is a great photo op, so it'd be a real waste not to. I've gone ahead and called the Inari over, too, so you should join in. Sure.
Thank you.
Thanks. Then let's start making some memories. You know what's really cute? Without further ado, it's time to play Who Looks More Like Date Masume. You know what's really cute? She gives Yusuke a lot of shit, but she never forgets about him. She always includes him. It's how she shows love. She messes with him because he takes things a little too seriously sometimes, and so she does it to throw him off balance and make him feel a little less, you know, awkward about it. Masamune. Thank you. Without further ado, it's time to play Who Looks More Like Date Masamune. In the blue corner, we have Inari.
That's fine.
I don't quite follow, but I'll do my best. How's this?
Ooh.
This is crazy. You really do look like him. She's basically giving him a compliment because she knows how much he looks up to her. Man, looking good, Yusuke. It's like he's wearing armor. How fascinating. Very artistic. What's up, Masamune?
Very well.
Huh, I can't say I don't like the sound of that. There's still something missing.
Oh, that's right!
Oh, I know. Kuma, you get the other one.
That's it!
Here comes the princess, cute couple.
Something is amiss.
Kuma, is it just me, or are we being exploited for her entertainment? Screenshot. Don't worry about it. It's all part of the road trip. We're an item now. Well, if you say so.
Right.
Yeah, looks good. But maybe you can get a little more into the role. Like this.
Aww.
Nope, not even close. Look, Inari, you're Lord Date Masamune. As ruler of the Tohoku region, everyone's throwing mad respect your way. You gotta own it.
In that case,
I see then, perhaps like this. You think you can win the respect of your people like that? Then how about this? There is much honor in this image. Sorry, you kind of freaked me out. Everyone had fun at the photo stand. Oh, fucking adorable. It's kind of funny. She's really building his self-confidence.
Hey!
I'm thinking of hitting up a ramen joint before we roll. Apparently Sendai's all about that spicy miso ramen. Can you believe I never heard of it? I never heard of it that way before the trip. You should grab at least one bowl for yourself. You think you'll miss it.
What would you like?
Ooh.
Is that all you need? Thanks. Is that all you need? Thanks. Is that all you need? Here you are. Is that all? Here you are. Is that all? Thanks. Be sure to visit.
Like, shouldn't I?
I'll just add this.
Can I help you?
Oh,
Salmon bowl, honey toast.
That's what you like? And here you are. Is that what you... Here you are. Stop by again.
I just buy all the good shit because I'll need it at some point so I don't waste SP. Something to drink. Please tell me I didn't just notice some drifting on the controller. That would suck. Especially considering we've got a new one.
What'll it be? Is that all? Thanks, a bundle. Is that all? Here you are. Please come back.
Alright, we're gonna grab ingredients one last time and then head out. Just buy all the shit? It's more so I don't want junk.
what a coincidence.
Look, Kuma. It's a Tanabata decoration.
Beautiful.
It may be a standard tourist souvenir, but I can find it still has a certain elegant charm. Apparently these festival decorations are not solely for display. Individuals may write down their own wishes and tie them to the branches. Common wishes include happiness and success of family and loved ones. I see.
Yes.
What say we display this one in the RV? Considering how wishes and desires are one and the same, it would make a rather fitting souvenir for our trip. Ooh! We literally got an achievement for that. That's cool.
Welcome. The 5 years, will that be here?
You know what the best thing about getting rid of fear and stuff is? You also get some health out of it.
Good day.
I had a great time at the festival yesterday. In fact, I haven't had that much fun in a while. And all the food was great. I noticed everyone gorging themselves more than usual. Was the food especially delicious? Well, it was good, but I think it was the lively atmosphere that made it so easy to get a little wild. The dazzling lights, the colorful decoration, the roar of the drums in the crowd, my head buzzing from all the laughs. All of these things came together to make a once-in-a-lifetime moment.
So,
Got it. Fun things make for special memories.
That's what it is.
Pineapple. Big
can I help
Bang
you?
Burger.
have you decided? Here you go. Have you decided? Here you go. Will this be it? Here you go. Have you decided? Thank you. Thank you.
You give Sophia food in the metaverse to... Well, the taste of food is actually just electrons in your brain.
Well, hello.
What's to say that what I taste when I eat something is the same as what you taste? When it's all just
So
electrical
that's what you're
circuits?
getting? Can you
Think
hold
about
up?
it.
So that's what you're getting? Can you hold? We recommend. Thank you. We recommend that.
What's to
Thank
say
you
what
very
I
much.
see and what you see is the same? What's to say what I hear and you hear is the same?
So that's what you're getting. Can you hold up? So that's what you're getting? Thank you. Stop by.
What's to say that we're all not plugged into a matrix?
What'll it... Oh, now here you are. Come again.
Alright. Let's pick up...
Greetings.
No, we have items.
Hello.
Final one?
what you're looking for. Oh, that's tough. Covered.
Alright, we're all done. We've done this, right? Oh! Come on, a good one.
I see.
I didn't talk to Anne. I forgot she existed, I'm not gonna lie. Speak to your first girlfriend. Isn't the first one usually the practice girlfriend when you have no experience? Same with boyfriends, right? I am a bad Kuma. All the signs and posters of Natsume are already gone. It's like he was never here. I wonder if that means he never actually had anyone in his corner.
Wait, please
That is
hold
not
on.
the case. I found a number of posts online where people are supportive of Natsume. Oh, in that case, I think he'll make it just fine in the end. Is that it? Is that it? Maybe Futaba again? I'm pretty sure if you talk to Futaba, it's just the same shit. Or maybe she gives us a photo. I don't know. That'd be cool.
Oh, listen up.
This Confronting Ichinose seems like a really big name in the AI field. So she's a computer expert who can apparently blow off the whole world around her during a rant. The verdict of an ex-shut-in. Sounds like she might not be the most social butterfly in the garden.
Maybe that means.
Well, don't worry. She's got a whole bunch of new friends now with plenty of experience breaking through to people. Hey, don't sell the power of social anxiety short. Although I will say, a fellow geek is easier than anyone else for me to talk to.
Come on!
She's gonna do the Phantom Thieves a world of good. So we should just let her do her thing for now while we go to Hokkaido. Date Masamune was an actual savage. He was called the one-eyed dragon of the north. Dude ripped out his own eyeball when he had an infection. His own mother tried to poison him so his brother can lead the clan. So Date killed both his mother and brother. When his son was kidnapped by an enemy lord, his own son volunteered to die so his father, Date, would not look weak. So he steamrolled the kidnappers. The lord and his own son and his land still exists in Japan as it was never taken. He sounds Slav and a half. I like it.
Shouldn't we be going?
Next up is Hokkaido. Make sure you've taken care of all your last minute shopping and sightseeing. If you'd like, you could even train for a bit in the jail. A little workout before a long car ride does wonders.
I should write something.
Alright. Do we have any requests? Done. All done. Do we have any stores? We can't access the store yet, can we? Date sounds like the type of warlord I would want to be.
Let's get to work.
Alright, let's gather at the hideout. You know what's funny? They kidnapped my son, and they're like, what will you pay to get him back? And I'm like, what will you pay for me to come pick him up? He's like, what do you mean? You'll see in a few days. A few days later, please, Lord Kuma, pick up your son. Nope. But he's eaten everything, and he's banging my wife.
Welcome. Things are discounted right now. You should buy some. How many would you like? You want thank you very much. How many would you like? You want thanks for your patronage. Who is it for? Which one? Who is it for?
Kuma, you should look at the repeatable quests before leaving, just in case. What repeatable quests?
Here's
Your
what I found.
requests. Sendai jail. I'm pretty sure I've done them all.
You're accepting this request?
Oh, wait.
You're doing this one? You're accepting this request?
Oh, so these are repeatable.
You're accepting this request?
Defeat Mad Rabbit.
You're accepting this request?
Rice and onions. Defeat Succubus by striking weaknesses.
You're accepting this request?
Oh, that's fucking useless.
You're doing this one?
It doesn't even give good items. It doesn't even give good items.
What are you gonna do?
What am I gonna do? Everyone, let's head out.
Let's go.
Let's do this. But thanks for letting me know. Sophia's menu is so cool. It's so simple, but so cool. It's so Sophia.
So, how long to Sapporo?
Oh my god, now Anne's gonna be the one that goes, are we there yet? No. Are we there yet? No. Are we there yet? No. And Haru's gonna wish there was a cup holder when Makoto has to break. No way. It's gonna be fucking... No way, it's gonna be Haru. The cup's gonna go towards Haru.
From here, it'll take approximately 12 hours under normal driving conditions, as well as a trip by ferry.
So that's the equivalent of a trip from Sydney to Melbourne. That's about 1,300 kilometers.
No way! I thought we were closer than that.
Really pushing that blonde stereotype, man.
Guess we'll have to stop and snooze another night before we get there.
Fuck no, I can do 12 hours in a day.
Even after landing in Hokkaido, we still have a long drive ahead of us. Will you be alright, Mako-chan?
Don't worry, I'll be able to power the whole way through.
You rock, Makoto. I like that energy.
I like this music. Oh, it's so upbeat. A few hours later at a certain parking area.
I have to admit, I'm kind of exhausted.
That is so specific. A few hours later at a certain parking area. Okay. I think Makoto is a little inexperienced to go the distance. She's not used to marathons. Wink. You should rest for a bit.
All this time on the road is starting to get to me. This is the longest I've ever driven, so any amount of rest would help.
That's true. We were in the camper all day. We definitely owe you a break.
It would really help if more than one person knew how to fucking drive.
Sorry for asking too much of you, Mako-chan. I wish I could drive in your stead.
Don't you worry about me. Driving's a responsibility I enjoy.
I literally cannot trust my friends with driving. I've been in the car with my friends driving and I sometimes fear for my life. Meanwhile, Kuma, oh my god. Hachan's got this little car in Japan. It's 0.8 liters, right? It's this little tiny thing. She calls it a passo. And she's never taken it over like 60, 70 kilometers an hour. When we were driving back from one of her tennis competitions, I was doing 120 on the Japanese roads. The car literally weighs like 400 kilograms, right? And I'm going 120 in this thing. And Hachan is like, oh my god, you're gonna kill us! And I'm like, I'm fine. It's got plenty of traction. I'm heavy enough. So fun. The Japanese roads though are fucking amazing. They are the best conditioned roads I have ever seen. If there's ever a pothole or something, they fill it within like a day or two. I would never drive that quickly here in Australia because there's potholes and shit everywhere. Japan as a country is so well maintained.
Plus, it's nice listening to everyone chatter away in the back. Keeps me alert and motivated.
And what's really cool is you've got these markings on the road, and when you drive over them with your tires, a song plays. Literally, a song will play. If you're driving at the right speed, the tune is just like perfect. Whereas it played once when I was going like 120, and the song was just like... It's like you're being fast forwarded through the song. I was like, what the fuck is that? And Hachan is like, that's the song. You would hear it if you were driving the legal speed limit. And I'm like, bitch, you calling me illegal? Is it because I is white? You racist.
And we will find a way to repay your devotion.
Ryuji, massage her shoulders at once and procure the finest self-serve money can buy.
On it! Wait, why does it have to be me?
Because she's trying to set you up with Makoto because she's a good counterbalance to your personality. You need some structure and discipline, which you lack. And she needs to chill out time to time, which is what she lacks.
I'll massage you too before bed. I know this technique that works wonders on sore muscles. Us models use it all the time.
That'd be great. I could use a good massage.
Makoto, I need to apologize.
What? Why?
What did you do?
Because I can't help you. Even though I know how effective physical stimulation is at treating fatigue. But I'm all digital, and therefore incapable of massaging.
Ah, but you're digital, so you can vibrate.
An AI that can't provide assistance cannot be humanity's companion. I'm as worthless as a bug.
Don't insult bugs.
Sophia? Are you going through mood swings or something?
We all feel down at times. You're a good fighter. You're far from worthless.
Yeah, no need to be so hard on yourself. You've been a great deal of help so far. We owe you a lot, Sophia.
You mean it? That makes me happy. And I do want to try this soft serve you speak of.
Her mood swung right back to normal.
Meanwhile, the McDonald's soft serves are actually pig fat.
Makoto, you look spent. I say we call it a day the moment we reach Hokkaido.
There's a reason why the McDonald's soft serves say no dairy or dairy free, because they're not dairy, they're just pig fat. It's basically whipped pig fat. That's what you're eating. Literal fucking pig fat. I've ruined soft serves at McDonald's for myself and Hachan. I'm like, Hachan, do you want a sundae? And she's like, that's pig fat. And I'm like, but it's tasty.
In that case, we should treat ourselves to some local cuisine for dinner.
Oh, I've always wanted to try wasabi soda.
Nani?
No thanks.
Is that literal like a drink that tastes like wasabi? Why would you do that to yourself? If you want any more convincement of Date, you know the things the church did when they arrived, what we know as the US?
Hang in there, Makoto. Sapporo's just a stone's throw away.
First explorers and with the natives. They tried the same in Japan. Date openly exposed the church and executed missionaries because he saw them as a threat. This is why Japan was sparred of the church influence. He was a wall to the idea and had zero tolerance for them. Wow. Would I adopt Sophia? I already have Cheeky. I don't need 2 daughters.
I hear you. Hokkaido sure is vast, isn't it?
Can they please stop fucking eating food on the screen? You're killing me with that fucking Kit Kat and that fucking... Is that the caramel or the cheese Kit Kat? You bastards. You're fucking killing me here.
Fast enough to call it huge Kaido by my reckoning.
What about your future twins, Kuma? Whoever said anything about twins? And if they're fucking female twins, don't make me do a Junko and Mukuro, you bastards. Because I'll do it, and then you're all fucked.
It's supposed to be a lot cooler up here, so hopefully that means no more stuffy, sleepless nights.
I'm literally getting hungry watching these bastards eat. This is cruel.
You said it. There's nothing more hellish than sleeping in a hot, sweaty tent crammed with dudes.
Like a Roman?
Hellish indeed. We're so overheated we nearly strip naked by morning time.
I mean, you gotta look at it this way.
Extremely refreshing.
There's a reason why olive oil became so popular, and it's not because it can be used for cooking. Seriously, tents of 8 men in legions, away for 18 years from all the women, and they're all wearing skirts. There's a reason olive oil became popular in that part of Europe.
Just make sure you keep the nudity inside the tent, please.
I don't know if I've ever been to Sapporo. It's kind of that weird thing where I've been to a few cities in Japan, but I can only recall the name of a few. It's kind of awkward.
So this is Sapporo Central City, a bustling outpost of civilization, cradled by the untamed wilderness.
Hey, you think they're still doing the snow festival?
I don't know. Do you see snow?
Are you seriously that dumb?
And coming from Anne, that's something.
Well, it certainly is cooler here than Tokyo. It should be a nice change of pace.
I know we just got here, but I want to check whether there's a jail nearby. Sophia?
I do smell a jail. An intense one.
Just like Gramps said.
Who was that British king that kept getting females? Was it Henry the 7th or 14th or something like that? There was this British monarch that wanted a son, but all the women he had just kept giving him daughters. Little does he realize that the gender of the child is determined by the father, not the mother. Henry the 8th? I was close enough. I said Henry the 7th. But you get what I mean.
That means whoever Zenkichi's looking into is the monarch of Sapporo.
Here's the thing, right? It takes a female 9 months to give birth to a child. It doesn't take a guy... See, like, a woman is limited to a child every 9 months. But a guy is not limited to a child every 9 months. I mean... You get what I'm getting at, right? In 9 months, you could start a whole nother family.
Then may I suggest we comb the area for intel?
I mean, I could start a fucking franchise at that point. And ironically enough, his first daughter was the one that took over him.
Before that, I think we should hit the bath. Seriously, I've been feeling all gross since yesterday.
Agreed. It would be nice to freshen up a little first.
You might as well have 2 children since being an only child kinda sucks. Really? You're talking to the poster child of being an only child. Not only was I in a war-stricken country, but I was brought to another country where I didn't speak the language. I was completely isolated. I lived in an area that literally didn't have children. There was even a dead body strung up in my park at one point. Like, I was completely isolated from people in my age group. Literally had no friends for a period of 6+ years. And I lived in an abusive household with a psychopathic parent. I mean, I'm quite well aware how much it sucks to be an only child, yes. I'm intimately aware.
Then let me help. I've already located a bathing facility only 500 meters from here.
And I didn't have the internet to find friends online at the time.
Wow, Sophia, you work quick.
Guess it's bath time for you guys then. In the meantime, I'll be on the prowl for that intel.
I have to warn you, if the world gives me daughters, you're not gonna get cute, submissive, they'll do whatever you ask. You're going to get Spartan daughters that will literally beat the shit out of men. That if some guy on the street talks shit, she's literally gonna grab him by the balls and squeeze. Be careful what you wish for. I don't raise victims.
Don't worry, Mona-chan. I'll rinse you down as soon as we're done.
What? No, I can clean myself just fine.
By licking yourself.
It's just as the data says. Cats hate getting wet.
Slippery when wet.
Don't lump me in with those other furballs. I demand you give your data a full rewrite.
I'd like to try a bath. Would someone mind bringing this phone in?
Wouldn't the hot water, like, wreck it? Along with you inside?
You know what's fucked? Phones in Japan have been waterproof for more than 10 years. Because all the kids in Japan can't get away from their phones. They literally text in baths and everything. And the baths there are effectively saunas. So the phones in Japan are mostly waterproof. This whole waterproof fad that we have here in the West is old, obsolete technology which has existed for a long time.
I'm sure we can work out the details. Now, Sophia, will you guide us there?
Okay, we are in Sapporo, ladies and gentlemen. This is Odori Park. It's famous for its fountain and TV tower. The bathhouse is in a place called Suzushino. It should only be a short walk from here, so let's get going. You know what's Seth? I haven't even explored most parts of Australia, much less other countries. I want to explore. I want to see. I want to eat. I would say something else, but it would be highly frowned upon on the internet. Okay, do I recognize anything? I mean, I'll be honest with you, towers like these exist in just about every city in Japan, so this isn't really narrowing it down for me. I mean, this is pretty standard across Japan. What's this? Beauty Aesthetic, 2,000 yen. How much you want to bet that's a hostess club? Okay, fountain. Gonna get something to drink. One ally, one ally. Might as well. Kuma's daughter's asking for a family trip in the family tank. I never had family trips growing up. I never had trips to theme parks. I never had that shit. So... would you like some
Take
corn?
again. Oh, now here you are. Thanks. Oh, now here you are. Thanks. Oh, thanks. And
Like,
please come back.
I basically skipped the whole childhood part of my adolescence. Which is why I enjoy
Hey
playing
there.
games now.
That's stupid. For your bed, that's what you're getting. I'm back again.
Hi, welcome.
Tiny. What's this? 0 calories.
Is that all for today? Thank you very much.
See, I don't want that.
Is that all for today? That's a popular pink stuff I get.
Did I get the other one? I did.
Mommy, do you think Kaho-chan will like these?
Oh, God.
I do. She'll say, thank you for the pretty flowers.
Oh, God. Did someone die here?
If only heaven wasn't so far away, then maybe I could see her.
Really? Do I need this right now?
Did something happen over there?
Oh, God. Not this music. Oh, God damn it.
They're leaving flowers. Maybe somebody passed away.
Now that you mention it, I do recall there was an accident on the news. Something about a snow sculpture collapsing in Odori Park.
Let me guess. A kid died.
It ended up taking a young girl's life. Maybe that was where it happened.
You know what's fucked? I did go to, you call them carnivals. And it's basically like a company that travels across Europe and they do pop-up carnivals. So throughout the year, they're basically traveling and then they basically park in an area and they set up a carnival. And it's got, you know, Ferris wheels, shooting shit, and they've got those massive rides where everyone's connected to a chair and it spins. I don't know what it's called here, but it spins. And basically what you have is like, it's literally like a chair, a piece of wood, and like a little metal frame, and it's got 2 like ropes that are connected to a giant Ferris wheel. Everyone gets on and it literally lifts up and then it rotates, right? You guys know what I'm talking about. They have one in a Japanese theme park. Anyway, to make a long story short, they used to have this thing where they would have these little prizes. It would be on a string, but it would be really high up. So in order to get it, you would need the person behind you to basically swing, and then push the person in front of them to basically swing up and grab the prize. If they grab the prize, they would get to ride again for free. I had no problem with this. I don't even think I had a phobia of heights at this point, because at that point, I was fine with heights. I think I know where my fear of heights actually stems from. Yeah, I think I know where my fear of heights stems from. Achan doesn't know this story, but to make a long story short, when I was in Japan in one of the theme parks, she convinced me to go on one of these. I don't like heights, and I told her I really don't want to go on this, but I went anyway to make her feel better. But the entire time I was on this thing, it wasn't good for me. Like, the amount of adrenaline I had was fucked. Anyways, back to the past. So you had this thing where kids would basically push each other to try to get the prize, yeah? Not a good thing. They have several sets. One goes really low down and one goes really high. I don't know how high it was, but I think it's like 10, 15, 20 meters off the ground. Significant height. Anyway, there was one really big one, and when it goes really fast, the seats basically go out like 30 degrees or something, and the kids are basically pushing and shit. I wasn't on the ride when it happened, but one of these kids was pushing another kid to try to get the prize, and one of the seats detached. And the kid was literally just flung from like a 20-meter height into, I don't know what it was, because it was out in the countryside. It's basically like the carnival grounds, and around it is like bushes and ditches and fields and fucking everything. But use your imagination. You're on this thing 20 meters off the ground, it's spinning really quickly, and you just get flung from it attached to a chair as a kid. Pretty sure the kid died. And of course they closed down the ride. The carnival continued, I think, but there was like this whole thing about it. And I think since then I had a fear of heights. I think that's where my phobia of heights actually stems from. Funny that I should only remember it now. But I think that's when I developed a fear of heights, because before then, I would go on those rides, no fucking problem. Like, I would be running, I want to go on the ride. And then after that, I did not want anything to do with that chair. And when I was in Japan and Hutchin wanted to go on one of these rides, I was like, no, it's like, I will do any other ride. I would do that tall roller coaster that's one of the tallest in the world. I will do that, I will do that, I don't want that ride. And basically she made me go on the ride. And the entire time I was literally holding onto the actual rope in case the chair fell. And I now realize why. I actually remember now why I have that phobia. I think that's where my phobia of heights comes from. I'm pretty sure that kid also died. But if that kid didn't die, the kid's probably at the very least in a wheelchair. Because from that height, being dropped on the hard, I mean, fucking the human body is pretty fragile when you think about it. Yeah, that's fucked. I think that's where my fear of heights comes from. I think I could sort of remember when it happened. All the kids on the ride started screaming, but no one took it seriously because kids usually yell at that ride anyway. And it took a little while for people to figure out what the fuck just happened. Because the king just got flung off. People on the ride there, a few were screaming. The kids that were waiting in line started screaming. The adults that weren't really paying attention is like, what the fuck happened? Like, what are you screaming about? And it was only when they really stopped the ride and pulled it down that they realized there's a seat gone. Where the fuck's the kid? People scrambling, like, fuck. So yes, that is where my fear of heights comes from. It doesn't seem so irrational now, does it?
I can only imagine the sorrow her family must be suffering.
I'm telling Hutchin that story. Because she gave me shit for being afraid of that chair in the Japanese theme park. And I'm sure the chair in the Japanese theme park is a lot safer than this one. Because it was actually done with a fiber that was weaved around itself. And it probably has a weight capacity of several hundred kilograms. But you gotta understand that this carnival company that was going around Europe probably doesn't comply to any such standard. They quite literally go from one country to another with a carnival. Like, what fucking standard? You know?
Yeah.
Shit, ooh, fuck, man. We're digging up some suppressed childhood memories here.
What's wrong?
Okay,
Are we not taking a bath anymore?
I'm gonna focus on Makoto's ass, which will bring me back to reality. I'm gonna have to compare Makoto's ass and Hachun's ass. Because I know Hachun hasn't been playing tennis for the past few weeks. I'm gonna make sure she's keeping fit. And Joker's got no ass. Like, that's a... Look at that. It's a flat... See? Flat plank. Joker, you need to do those squats, buddy. You got nothing there. I'm pretty sure girls also appreciate a good ass. I mean, that's at least what I heard. Wow, we dug up some fucking trauma from the past. Can confirm girls do appreciate a fine booty. I'll make sure I do my squats this week.
Here's
Requests.
what I found.
What do we have here? Trapped in Wonderland.
You're accepting this request?
Ooh, more accessories. I'm picking up a Desire in Shibuya, a smelly underground area, a place with a bunch of small rooms lined up. Know a spot like that? Maybe we can track down the Desire.
Time to get to work.
Trapped in
I'm
Wonderland.
working on this one.
I'm picking up a Desire in Shibuya, a smelly underground area. I'm pretty sure we did
You're
that.
going to I've canceled it.
No, not cancelled
You're
it.
accepting this request? Okay, let's do our best. You're accepting this request?
Defeat High Pixie, West Garden. We have Mitch reduced city, but we are ready for it. I'd like to offer more weapons, but I have to make a small trade of pixie wings. Can you help? Yes.
Time to get to work. You're accepting this request?
More armor. I wish I could offer high quality selection. Can you help? Defeat Orthrus. Yes.
Okay, let's do our best. You're accepting this request?
Deliver chipped microchip. Hey there, how's it going? Hope you don't mind me hitting you up right away. I'd like to analyze some of the junk you have. Let me know. Deliver chipped microchip.
Time to get to work. You're doing this one?
Nightmare Dragon Ungo. The memories of the battle's past can improve your strength. There is a path in Sendai jail that leads to your battle with Natsume. Unlocks level cap for bond skill.
Okay, let's do
Kuma,
our
be
best.
sure to interact with everyone in this area, since I think you can farm points somewhere in the garden. Probably. But we should probably not go to the question mark. It's sad when a kid dies. Let's be real for a minute. An adult that's hit like 60, 70, 80 years, I'm not saying it's happy when someone dies, but I mean, they've had a considerable life span. Whereas a kid hasn't even started living. You know what I mean? The family seemed rather upset earlier. Did something bad happen here? I remember riding in Arkhangelsk, Russia about 20 years ago. It was basically a ride with a seat attached by a wire to a spinning disc far away at the top, which will then spin making fly through at the air at 45-55 degrees, 2-3 meters above the ground. What you are talking about sounds similar to what I saw, except this one would lift up like 10, 15, 20 meters off the ground. It was really fucking high, which is probably what made it so dangerous. Got it. Hey Kuma, what do you say we look for a 4-leaf clover? I hear it will bring luck to those that find it, and I want good things to happen to each of you. Let's do it. I think this is what you're talking about.
Okay.
I found a 4-leaf clover.
Well done.
I'm glad you managed to find one. I sure hope it brings happiness. Yeah, I think this is where it is. Is there a monocoin cap?
I should write something.
I don't think so.
Here's what I found.
I think this is
You're already
done.
working on this one. Mission accomplished.
All right,
Here's what I
let's
found.
go to Sendai jail. I know we're doing a bit of backtracking, but let's do it.
Let's go.
Ichinose south from the park. Let's go do those missions. That will get the rust off, and it will also give us an opportunity to get some new items. And there was a drunk guy before me who tried to leave his seat in the middle of this ride. He ended up flung right up onto the spikes of the wall surrounding the park. Yep, it's that type of shit that you see as a kid which fucks you up.
Now then.
And if every time I got a new item, I would open up the menu and give people their new shit, we would get nowhere. We would get nowhere. I think you've been blocked. No, I don't think so. I think I can do the requests.
Yeah, let's do this.
Am I gonna do the full jail? I don't know. Last time we were on for like 10 hours. I don't know how long we'll be on this time. Because I gotta grab lunch with Hachan and all that sort of stuff. Okay. We need pixies.
I'll just add this.
Let's take a look at requests.
You're already working on this
We
one.
need a pixie in the West Garden in Hirose Street.
You're already working on this one.
Hirose Street.
You're already working on this one. You're already working on this one.
Can we go to Hirose Street? Never got the chest near the second core? Maybe. Okay, let's use some of our bond points. What do we have here? What's this? Junk drop rate, cooking level up. So we've maxed our item level. We can't unlock this, we can't unlock that. Sales affect more items, amount received. I'm kind of tempted to get this. Cleared the request, painful past. Gotcha. Phantom Dash are things like exploding car. HP, magical endurance, luck, supportive arts, tactical art, oracle. Successful ambush, phantom dash. A little bit of extra. And let's do... This one should be really OP. Okay, good. Alright, let's find that stuff. Let's go Yusuke.
Understood.
How do we dodge? Oh, R2 is dodge. Alright, let's practice
Why don't
the
we
dodge.
see what that is? We'll be taking this.
Fish.
Damn it!
Fear not. Let us attack.
Enemy's busy. This is your chance. Start wailing on him.
Very rusty.
Wretches are still coming.
You're on their last leg. Don't let up.
Way too rusty.
Do not move. Thanks.
It's strong and immune to physical attacks? That's broken!
It is very broken.
This is my other self!
10 light damage.
Tormo!
Bust out a clean hit!
Not bad.
Shadow defeated!
Is it done? Done. I need to practice the dodge. Ooh, SP drop.
Don't forget what you learned from this battle.
I didn't learn shit.
Chugging along!
Careful, there's a shadow lurking around.
Ooh, we need to defeat one of these.
Great.
We've done it!
Was that the mission? Was that one of the
Easier than
missions?
cleaning it.
I think that was one of the missions, wasn't it?
Here's what I found. You're already working on this one.
Defeat High Pixie.
You're already working
Defeat
on this one.
Orthrus.
You're already working on this one. You're already working on this one. You're already working on this one.
Okay, let's keep it moving.
Surely this was one of the guys I needed to defeat. High Pixies probably need that center thing. Damn it. That's fine.
Don't lose your composure.
Back it up now! Everyone, defense formation! Huh? Never miss an opportunity!
I suppose that'll do.
Is that thing not an... Oh no, it's not it. No. So let's head towards the circle.
I think we all did really well.
Let's move on.
This place is perfect for an ambush. Look, you're
The
panicking.
dog-looking things are the Orthrus. Am I doing it in... Oh, 2 out of 5. Gotcha. Not a High Pixie, but close. Look at all the SP that we get back at the end.
We're running out of steam now. Time to
Let's see how much SP we get. Is it done? No?
Not miss.
How much SP do I get back?
Another job well done.
That wasn't a lot.
Okay, let's keep it moving.
Okay.
Shadow's here. Be careful, everyone.
Though, if we do get a higher thingy, we will get some of those jewels.
Looks like the enemy's panicking.
Very well. Still great enough.
They didn't follow up, Sophie!
I could change the battle themes, but it'll probably get claimed, which would delay how long it takes for the video to get out in LP.
The enemy's busy. This is your chance. Start
How does one change the battle themes? Can I change the battle themes? I have them. Config. Display, damage. Yeah, we are going to get copyright claims, but who gives a shit? No, I want to save the changes. Let's just do it for shits and giggles. We're gonna get a copyright claim.
Way to go, guys.
Good.
There it is!
I will strike you down.
Let's take them out.
This is it! If only all battles were this easy.
Let's keep up the pace, shall we?
Make way for the stand.
This sounds like Tekken music.
Here goes!
was the P1 music. I think you said it and not random. I don't want to waste all my bond levels. I don't need the extra money, so I don't want to waste my bond levels. I'm specifically using my...
Free was handed to us. Here's hoping the next one's just as
Oh, too fast.
easy.
Maybe one more of these little doggos, and then we go.
A shadow. What should we do?
Wide open.
This is a piece of cake.
That's high beam music and a half.
Wait, it's over? That flew by.
Let's just go in
apply
here
the
and see if
same
we can get a
method.
high pixie. I know.
In the next battle.
Speaking of Tekken music.
Excellent.
You won't
They're
get
within
away!
range.
Alright, let's see if we get a high pixie.
Breeze right past!
This one's the fun.
More shadows! Here they come! Like that! Watch the light glow!
Another! Persona! Dormo!
Way to follow up, boss!
Not done yet. Grand finale.
OP.
Powerful shadow eliminated! Way to go, boss!
Look how much money we're getting. We don't need additional money. We're getting a fuck ton.
And here I thought they'd put up a fight.
Oh, nice one!
How are our requests
This
going?
is the request.
Sophia's
You're
arm is
already
done.
working on this one.
5 out of 5.
You're already working on this one.
Oh, we just need another 10.
You're already working on this one.
Forgotten
You're
Desire
already
and
working on
Boss.
this one.
Alright, so we just go outside and keep fighting and we'll get them. We'll use this music while we're doing this. If it gets claimed, it gets claimed. We'll find out. Because I know the next part of the LP will get claimed. Because when you unlock the Desire, it plays a different track.
They're onto us.
And that track is the one that causes problems. It's basically the song that plays when you're about to go fight the
Be
boss.
careful.
That's the one that causes problems. They always claim it. It's so annoying too because it's only played for like 30 seconds. And they claim the whole video. And because they're a Japanese company, they're like, we own the rights to it, so your video belongs to us. It's like, it's 30 seconds of music in the background and a 6-hour live stream. Really? Take me to court if you want. See how that goes. We have decided to withdraw our claim. No shit. But first we will take all the money that was made during the claim because we have rights. And I'm like, you fuckers are stubborn. I can see why it took 2 nukes.
Stay calm! We'll just fight our way through this! Hey, one for the help! Getting wrecked out there! Critical hit! Just killing it, boss! This is your chance! It's showtime!
I don't want to use the showtime. I want to save it.
Finish them off.
That
Done?
was a quick one.
All right! No time to waste!
I'm picking up a shadow nearby.
Fully charged!
You're getting close. Lost in the sky?
An opening.
Ooh, what's this
We're
song?
in a good spot. Push on through.
Pitiful! Give him a dirt nap!
Opening.
The enemy's busy! This is your chance! Start wailing on him!
It's got lyrics! It's definitely getting a copyright claim.
Let us end this.
It's done.
That was cool. What fucking Persona game is that from?
This is the request.
Alright, that's 2 done.
You're
Trapped
already
in
working
Wonderland
on
is the
this one.
boss.
You're already working on this
Picking
one.
up a Desire in Shibuya, a smelly underground area, a place with a bunch of small rooms lined up. You know a spot like that?
You're
That must be
already
the
working on
dungeon
this
and then the boss.
Okay, on to
Ooh.
the next one!
Oh, what just happened? There's a chest here. How did I not see the chest?
Ooh, treasure chest. Let's open it. No shadows at the moment. Let's keep going.
Ooh, Persona 1.
Oh, cool. I'll take it.
Alright, let's go to the dungeons.
Wasn't there a checkpoint here?
Dungeon. Underground prison, I think.
Right. How shall we proceed?
This might be of interest.
Is this it? No, that's the boss. I don't want to do the boss yet. I want to do the boss last when I have all my showtimes. What was he weak to? What was he weak to? Was he weak to ice or fire? Does anyone remember?
We can take this one by surprise.
I'll do it.
That's
I guess it's not a total. Okay, Fox.
Ice and blessing?
This is spectacular. The enemy's busy. This is your chance. Start wailing on it.
take this.
Get going, Joker.
Take this. Fire. Take this. Fire.
We're almost there. Stay
I like this
strong,
music.
everyone.
Fire. Take this. Fire.
This music's cool.
It's just a blend attack. Let's wrap this up quick.
Oh my god, that's a lot of healing.
That's a win.
Switch out.
Let's go on ahead.
Got it. Persona!
Yeah, she can actually heal.
I accept.
Persona!
Leave it to me.
Yeah, oh my god, we got 2 healers.
All yours.
Alright, so let's get Joker's showtime up, and then we'll get the other showtimes.
Shadow, careful.
Okay, hit him hard.
I like this song.
Good thinking, Joker.
That was great, Joker.
Let's go.
That is almost done. Let's finish this.
I like this song.
This is it.
Wind won't work, but it's worth a breath. Flick it to death.
Such a good song.
Damn.
Because I always hear it as like, you guys remember the misheard lyrics that I always hear it as? So
It was
bad.
over before it began. Good job, everyone.
Huh?
We can't go through here anymore. Son of a bitch. So how do I go to get that chest?
Nothing on my radar. Looks like we're safe for now.
I need to go to the underground. No, we have that chest. We've already taken it. No, I don't think it's in Wonderland.
This is the request.
It's in Sendai. Oh wait, Shibuya jail. Trapped in
You're already
Wonderland.
working on this one.
Really? Whoops.
You're already working on this one.
Oh, so... Okay.
Go ahead.
So we've got
All
your...
yours.
All mine.
Leave it to me!
Ooh, we don't have our full thing. And we need to get our SP up. Ooh, okay. We need to recover the SP that she used. The Homo Men line? Yes, that is the one. Let's try to get the SP back.
Now that we're here, let's get going. It's yours!
Sure, yours.
Okay.
1
Let's see.
point. Junk easier to obtain? Bending an enemy attack. Ooh, button pass equals showtime gauge. This will come in handy. That will come in handy at some point.
What is that?
pew, 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 pew. Pew, 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 pew.
Fair warning, this one's gonna be rough. Incoming attack! Brace yourself!
The chandelier. Ah, she's got her showtime.
I'll do it. How about this? Not yet.
It's tough, but it's weak to fire. You can handle this. You're up. I'll try. Take that. Take this.
Oops. I'm gonna get a bit of a heal, aren't I?
Down. Go to town on it. Nice teamwork.
Damn it, I've got less health than before. Okay, we got a little bit of a heal.
Okay.
That works.
I look forward to seeing your new power.
All right, we won. Okay, let's move.
I'll count on you.
Persona!
You really need awesome.
Isaac, Pixie, Jekyll, and Succuba are set!
Yeah, he needs to grow.
It's a shadow. Stay alert.
Persona! Take this! I can see it. Persona!
If we act fast,
Show
we
me
can
your
ambush
true
them.
self.
Sound good?
We'll get our health back.
We have the upper hand.
Yes!
Good job, Joker.
At least I got to hear at least all the homo man, yeah.
I should have taken a nap.
That's my favorite misheard lyric.
Guys, keep it coming.
Alright, we've got all our health. Let's go and do the boss fight. Let's go fight Dio 2.0.
Can always use it. Full power, everyone.
I'll do my best.
The ball's frozen. Hit it with a nuclear attack.
Switch out!
Okay, got it. Wait, the physical attack won't work.
Nice song. Oh, she's got her showtime.
Don't let up, guys.
Well done. Yay, we got a good heal.
Victory is ours.
Alright, we should have a checkpoint area nearby.
All right, on to the next.
No?
Shadow sighted. What should we do?
Bingo. Let's just save the game real quick, so we don't get owned. Alright, we should be good. Save. If I can remember how to fight Dio. We keep hitting him until he dies. Yes. That should do it. And he's weak to bless and ice, right? Alright, cool. Enter battle. Enter battle! They should really play a JoJo theme. Like the Colosseum theme would be good.
Everyone looking down on me. Yes, the time has come for my true power. You wretches shall witness my final form!
Fucking hell. He wants to be Dio so badly.
You ignorant whelps dare to challenge the great overlord himself! himself! Imbeciles! I will feast upon your bones!
He just took all of the anime and stitched them together.
Holy crap! A dragon! Be careful, guys. This one's really tough.
Watch the tail. Okay, we gotta hit it very hard and very fast.
Powered up like crazy. You must be getting serious.
Okay, hit it hard.
Slow his momentum. Can you target his weakness and knock him down?
Darker than darkness itself! Let's go! What does I unleash hell?
Oracle, is there anything we can do? Over there, those swords stuck in the ground. Use those to turn him into a pin cushion.
Swords were once wielded by past heroes. And yet they continue to defy me!
Yo, what the hell is he talking about?
It seems he's added some value. That said, those swords work quite well against him.
Yeah, looks like it. Probably keep using them, huh?
His buff's gone. Time to put the hurt on.
Why would the gods favor you over me?
He's really committed to this goal, isn't he? Either way, it looks like he's weak to bless attacks. Not too shabby, Bob. Read it to me.
Well done, Bob.
Please allow me.
You're a true artist.
You thought that I done this now. Think again. It was I.
Oh, definitely heard that one before.
Foolish humans. The least I can do is grant you a peaceful death.
My other self!
I, the Prince of Nightmares, bear the blood of dragons in my veins. No mere human could ever defeat me. Lay down your weapons. Do so.
We've ever seen you. Thanks, but no thanks.
The evil overlord is destined to get his ass beat. That's fantasy rule #1, dude.
Also not true. You're a shameful despot steeped in vanity. Today, your rule comes to an end. Turning up, persona!
No hesitation, Bob.
Take this!
Time for this.
Thank you.
Witnesses and the legends of the great overlord.
One more hit.
Dare you become such a cheap trick?
Looks like ice is the way to go. We'll see how tough he is. We'll throttle when I pop. Prepare yourself. Phantom Junction! Nancy's a quick, easy! This should end it. Say goodbye!
How can this be?
Did I do okay? Go time! Maximum power! Whoa! That was incredible, Sophie! Amazing! I don't know how you do it!
Witnesses and the legends of the great overlord.
Gotta exploit those weaknesses! Nice one!
Sure. I got it. Showtime. This is over, then.
Archangel! Here!
Buff's gone! Time to put the hurt on!
Overlord's true strength.
We need to avoid this.
Impossible! Those with talent are always being dragged down by those without. How can you be so ignorant?
This whole boss fight is a clusterfuck of spamming abilities. That's literally all it is.
You have no right to say such a thing.
Are you suggesting I have no talent?
What talent you already possess. I accept hearing others work for your own selfish interest. Cast away both your soul and your God. Burning up those place calling yourself right.
Damn it! You're just like them! You're just like those bastards who denied me! You think you're better than me? You also know how wrong you are!
Persona! Hi, Pixie! Orthrus! Hisaka! Pixie! Jack-o'-lantern! Succubus! Arsette! Archangel! You're mine!
Oh, nice, Joker! You hit its weakness!
Let's go!
That off quite well.
Persona!
You're doing good! Keep it up!
Come! Let's go!
Watch this!
Appreciate it, powerful, but it's weak to breath attack. Give them divine punishment.
Persona! Rabbit step! Persona! Come! Take this!
Please allow me.
Persona! Never miss an opportunity.
Not miss.
Wait, where's Hurt?
I feel weaker somehow.
What?
My other self!
Dropped us! That one looks tough. Everyone stay focused. Holy cow! Be careful!
No. He's down.
Sophie's withdrawn from battle, but can anybody heal her? Take this! No!
Shit!
She's out of the battle! Someone heal her up! You guys have burned a lot of stamina. Don't overdo it, okay?
It's getting painful.
That's the ticket. Good thinking, Joker.
Perhaps I should be taking notes.
Fuck.
I'll get them. Take this!
Fire won't work. Plus, it's super strong. Be careful out there.
Hi, Pixie! Orthrus! Hisaka! Pixie! I'll use this.
It's getting very painful.
Useless.
Watch all the way. Joker's burning alive. He's losing health fast.
Take this! Fire! Take this! Fire!
Yusuke?
I accept.
Yep, that's his weakness. You're on a roll, Fox.
I must say, that's ultimate pawn better.
Watch this!
This guy's pretty strong. Capitalize on his ice weakness. Lock him down!
Shit!
Careless. It's up to you.
Sure. His power!
Fox looks pretty worn out.
No.
Someone fix him up.
Watch this!
Persona! I'll use this.
Might have to actually use an item. Might have to use some items. Where are my res items? Oh. Who can I use?
This one.
I'm so grateful.
These two are useful.
Okay.
Much thanks.
Now I need some SP items.
This one.
Okay.
Do I have one for everyone? Come on.
There. This one. Okay. There. Okay.
Fair warning, this one's gonna be rough.
What's this?
Good thinking, Joker. That's the leader of the Phantom Thieves, Furia.
Succubus! Arset! Archangel! You're mine! What's this? Rabbit!
Oh, final phase.
My armor! You! Keep your filthy hands off me!
Hey, even that golden coat of yours was a shadow. Touch the very cool.
Seems everything's finally been revealed. Time to finish him off.
I'm so grateful.
He's on the way. I'm off. He's running out of steam. Hey, stay on him, guys. It's yours. All mine.
Please allow me.
Powerful, and it speaks to bless attack. Give him divine punishment. Low on stamina. Be careful.
Damn it. Uh-oh.
He's running out of steam. Stay on him, guys. I'm gonna attack too. Way to follow up, Bob. This is your chance. It's showtime.
Such beauty.
The final phase is a bitch.
Go down!
I should have saved some of my show times for the final phase. I blew them too early.
Locked on. Time to put the hurt on.
Please allow me.
Finale! Time for the curtain call.
Oh man, I should have saved some show times for the final phase. I tried to burn him too quick.
Defeated!
That takes care of that.
At least we get the money to buy all the shit back. All good. I need to find out what that hymn is. You can use bond points to buy
like there aren't
HP and
any
SP
shadows
skills. It's more so I use bond skills to help me long term rather than short term.
That's it for the day, huh?
I want my bond skills to passively give me advantages rather than like one-off static ones. I'm a very long-term person. Alright, we're gonna go to the other jail now. See you, Flame Lord. Be good.
Get to work.
Alright, next one. Let's go get that little treasure chest. But let's
Here's
do
what I
requests. Done?
You're already working on this one. Mission, are you double checking the request? Good job! Are you double checking the request? Good job!
Okay.
You're already working on this one.
Forgotten designs. I'm picking up a design Shibuya underground area, bunch of small rooms lined up.
Okay, beginning infiltration.
Alright, let's go do it. Let's pick it up and we're good. I'll look at new stock later. I'm not too worried about it because I know we'll get new items in the dungeon. Alright, we're looking for an underground area. Underground waterway?
Leave the navigation to me.
A lot of rooms lined up. Oh, that one. There it is. Ooh, we've got a ways to go. Is everyone good on levels? Ooh, 112.
Let's see.
I like this one a lot. Alright, we're gonna be cashed up in no time. Yeah, we're definitely gonna go this way.
Oh, I wonder what that is. Should we go find out? Well, what do we have here?
Ichinose is the definition of adult that should be an adult. Shouldn't be an adult. You mean a man-child? Or a woman-child? You're just gonna trust her? Oh, okay. When has trusting people like that ever gotten us something good?
No shadows. At least, not right up ahead.
Alright, I hope I'm going the right way, because if I'm not...
It's a shadow. Stay on your
Show
guard.
me your true self.
Ooh, this music!
Talk about luck!
Well, that didn't last long. Ooh, we got PP! I like PP.
Good job, everyone.
I'll reveal your true form.
Looks like the enemy's panicking.
Don't let your guard down.
It's over.
That is not lasting very long.
Victory.
Let's take a look at our party and see who's lower levels. See, Sophia's fine, so we should put Haru in. Makoto's 30, so we should put Anne in. Yusuke's 29, so we should put Ryuji in. They need some
It was
XP.
handed to us. Oh, nice one. Keep it up.
Their XP is getting lower.
I think we can ambush them. What's
Show
our
me your
plan?
true self.
Finish them off in one blow.
Now,
Let's make this quick.
Shadows ahead.
switch out.
I got this. Take this. Finally, we let up. Finish him off.
That was a
That
nice
was a
song.
quick one.
Good stuff, guys. Keep it coming. Out of the way. Boom! Come get some.
Show 'em what we're made of.
What is this song?
Picking up a lot of enemies. You might want to eat this.
How many left? Just a little more.
Damn, they got lyrics.
You call that a fight? I nearly fell asleep. Here's hoping the next one's just as
Also?
easy.
Yes, I can.
Hi, this is quite a fight.
Okay, I think we're almost there.
Shadows here. Be careful, everyone.
Take this.
Are we lucky or what?
I'm sure we can win.
You've been playing Fire Emblem 3 Houses until
even
your
break
Switch
a
overheated
sweat.
because the cooling fan
Alright.
activation chip is
No
broken
time to
and
waste.
past you in game won't spoil the amount of chapters. Where is the LP? There's a lot of LPs which aren't up to date because I can only edit during the weekend, so I've had to prioritize what I can. And copyright claims don't make it easy. So yeah, I haven't been able to edit out everything. I simply don't have the time. I've literally driven all the way here after work on Friday, and I'm staying here for the weekend to stream and edit. But after that, I go back home and I work Monday to Friday. So I simply haven't had the time to edit, let alone export and upload and do all that. Exporting in 4K is a thing. It's like 2.5 times the length of the video. So if it's a 6-hour video, it takes about 12 to 14 hours to
Wrong
export.
shadow. Don't
And
get
then it
caught
takes
off guard.
another 12 to 14 hours to upload, and then it needs to process. So not enough time to edit everything.
Okay, leave it to me.
Let's go, Captain. How's that?
Like a walk in the park.
Say,
Okay, let's get it.
Oh shit, not good.
No time to think. Let's just figure our way out.
Watch this!
Pikachu!
Not bad.
We're almost there! Stay strong, everyone!
That's all she wrote.
When did they stop doing lyrics? Did they stop lyrics with Persona 5?
I'd like at least a little more challenge.
Okay, it should be in here.
Yo, might have found something. Alright! We got
There it is. Forgotten Desire. Done and done. Alright, let's get our butts out.
Here's what I found. You're already working on this one.
The mobs are just being grinded at this point.
All clear. Nothing to worry about here. I think.
My god, his back is so hunched over. How is he running quickly? You only upload some of your Twitch VODs in order... What? You only upload some of your Twitch VODs in order to get, if any, some money. It's not so much about the money, it's about prioritizing what's more current. And also some videos are more likely to get hit with copyright. So if I spend the time editing and uploading them and then they get hit with copyright versus something I edit and upload and it doesn't get hit with copyright, it feels like I'm doing more, if that makes sense. Because if I edit a video, it gets a copyright claim and I have to wait 30 days, it's kind of like, well shit, I've put all that time in and I'm not even able to release a video. That's the thing. That's kind of why I stopped doing the reaction videos on the reaction channel, because no matter what I do, it gets hit with copyright and he never makes it out. So it's effectively become a waste of time editing them. It's more worthwhile just to upload it on the Patreon and then focus on the gameplay, pretty much. It's tough. Like, I only have the weekend, and do the math, right? If I'm streaming 4 hours, or if I'm streaming 10 hours, how much do I have left of the day to edit? And you've got to take into consideration that I'm going to be tired, and Hachon's also got to edit. But then you also got to take into consideration that once you finish editing, you need to export. And when you're exporting, you can't use the computer. So you try to export while you're sleeping. So I'm effectively taking tag team turns with Hachon using the computer, exporting while we're sleeping, and then streaming the rest of the time, and then also myself sleep. Like, timing is so bunched up. It's impossible to do everything.
Good job, everyone.
And that's assuming I spend my entire weekend streaming, editing, sleeping. It's just fucked. It's literally fucked. And then you wake up and it's like, shit, it's Monday morning, time to go to work. Okay, let's go hand in that thing.
Let's get to work.
I mean, people just assume I do this Monday to Friday. I don't. I have to go to work. And this place is not actually at home. I had to drive like 40, 50 minutes to get here. It's fucked. It's fucked. It's fucked.
Who's it for?
It's fucked. Alright, let's buy some items. What do you have?
How many would you like? Thank you very much. How many would you like? Put it to good use, okay?
Look at all the money we have.
How many would you like? Put it to good use, okay? How many would you like? Thanks for your patronage. How many would you like? Thanks for your patronage. How many would you like? Put it to good use, okay? Thanks for your patronage.
I really wanted to see your reactions to the chapter. It sucks when the stream is gone. What happens to the stream is that they also get claimed on Twitch, and Twitch just takes them down. But with Twitch, it's not actually worth disputing it, because it can only be up for a maximum of 30 days. So I'd rather dispute it on YouTube, where it can stay on for longer. It's, yeah, YouTube and Twitch are a fun experience. A curved blade used by ancient Greeks.
You want this one? Do you want to lift that? Thank you very much.
Sweet.
You want this one? Do you want to lift that? Put it to good use,
Sweet.
okay?
You want this one? Do you want to equip that? Thank you very much.
Sweet. Yes,
You want
please.
this one? Do you want to equip that? Thanks for your patronage. You want this one? Do
Miracles.
you want to equip that? Thanks for your
Dude,
patronage.
the fucking upgrades we're getting.
You want this one? Do you want to equip that? Put it to good use, okay? You want this one? Do you want to equip that? You're buying quite a bit.
I mean, we're gonna go broke, but fuck it.
You want this one? Do you want to equip that? Thank you very much. Who's it for?
We're going broke, but
Who's
fuck
it
it. All I gotta say is fuck it. What do we have currently equipped?
Having trouble deciding?
Yeah, we're gonna go broke after a few. So let's get Jokers.
You want this one? Do you want to equip that? Thanks for your patronage.
And save the rests.
Who's it for?
Because we're gonna have a few things to buy at the store. Sell
Are
all.
you sure?
Sweet. So let's save the rest so we can actually buy shit at the store. Because we need to buy shit at the store. So basically your schedule is always fucked. Well, you guys remember last weekend I was saying how fucked up the upcoming week was? To give you guys a little bit of a thing. Monday, work as usual. Monday was supposed to be a meeting with the vice president, giving him an update on what we're doing, getting it approved, and see if I can land a job afterwards. Didn't end up doing it on Monday. Tuesday was work as usual, but we had a big meeting on... Yeah, Tuesday afternoon I had a meeting after work, which I had to do at the building, which was stressful, so I had to prep for it. So I finished work on Tuesday and I had that big meeting. That went well, so I finished at like 9 p.m. that day. Wednesday, I ended up doing the presentation to my vice president. He ended up liking it and he ended up just offering me, like he basically said, find a position that suits you under his division and he'll just approve it. So good, I'm gonna end up getting a job, sweet, good stuff. Then Wednesday night, I had to go to another meeting after work to something. I came home at like 11. Thursday, same thing. Day of work, it wasn't as stressful at work, but I had another meeting. Got home at 10. Friday, fortunately, was a little more chill because Monday to Thursday was hell. So Friday was like kind of a half day, but I ended up coming here on Friday, ended up editing Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood all day. I literally edited 10 episodes of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Do the math. They're all like 20, 30 minutes each minimum. And then exporting them. And while it was exporting, I basically did things around the place. So like the first export, I went and got lunch and came back. Second export, I cleaned up the kitchen or some shit. Third export, I ended up vacuuming like the place is a mess. It needs to be cleaned out because they're doing renovations here soon. So I'm gonna make sure I leave it spotless when I leave because I've set up my PC thing here over the weekend. Fourth export, I ended up, I think, started finding thumbnails for Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood while the fourth export was doing. Fifth export, when it started exporting, I started uploading the videos. Sixth export, I ended up releasing a video on Patreon and still uploading the rest. Seventh, you get what I mean, right? I had to do all this shit in between. Then it was 6:30, 7 o'clock when I finished. I had to drive back home to Hachon. It was 8 o'clock. It was too late to go to IKEA to buy her furniture, so I ended up building one of the desks. Ended up being almost 10 o'clock when we finished. 10 o'clock, we're packing, 10:30. 10:30, we leave. We go to McDonald's to get dinner for fast food because, as you can see, no time for groceries, no time for cooking. We end up eating a fuck ton of McDonald's, sat there for like 30, 40 minutes, whatever. Ended up coming here. We arrive here at like 11:30. 11:30, I go take a shower, I go to bed. Hutchon's editing till like 3 a.m. She goes to sleep at like 3, 4 a.m. She wakes up before me at like 6, continues editing. I get up at 7:30, start getting ready for the stream, kick her off the computer. She's sleeping now because she was up all night editing while I'm not using the computer. I'm using the computer now. She's gonna wake up in a few hours. When I finish streaming, I'm probably gonna go buy us lunch or something. She's gonna be editing. So we're literally taking turns. When she gets tired from editing and exports her video, I'm gonna come here and start editing this video. When that's done and she's exhausted and we both go to bed or dinner or whatever, I'm gonna start exporting this video. If it's a 6-hour video, the export time is 12, 13, or 14 hours. It's fucked. So it's probably gonna be like a 2-3 hour video, so it exports overnight, just so we can fit. And then after tomorrow's stream, same shit. Put it to export. Then it's gonna be Sunday. Then after Sunday's stream, she's gonna edit, she's gonna do whatever the fuck. Sunday night, I'm gonna end up having to do all the thumbnails and put the videos to upload, because it's gonna take the videos twice the time of how big they are. So if it's a 3-hour video, it'll probably take 6 hours to upload. If it's a 6 hours video, it'll probably take 12 hours to upload. If you guys were there on Discord, you would have seen me complaining about it taking 14 hours to upload the Persona video, and then it took it 2 days to process. I couldn't even release it. After it finished processing, it got the copyright claim, which I then had to dispute and email the Japanese company, who sometimes won't even respond and they'll just wait 30 days. And then I managed to release it yesterday. So when people ask why stuff hasn't been uploaded, that's why. My entire weekend is YouTube at peak efficiency. And this is the most I can get done. Mind you, I go home Sunday night. Well, do you want to pay for an editor? They'll cost $20, $30 an hour. We don't make $20, $30 an hour. We can't afford an editor. We can't afford an editor. If I could afford not having to do a full-time job, I would do this as a full-time job. You get me? If we were big enough and we got enough money from, Patreon, a bit of ads, Twitch subs, I wouldn't be going to work Monday to Friday. If I'm not going to work Monday to Friday, it means I can spend Monday to Friday doing this shit, which means I don't need an editor. Why would I go do a job I don't particularly enjoy to pay someone to do something that I actually enjoy doing? The whole point is to get to a stage where you can do this as a full-time job. So you could spend your 4-5 hours a day streaming, spend your 4-5-6 hours a day editing, export while you're sleeping, and that's your full-time 9 to 5. Except it's not a 9 to 5, it's like an 8 to 8, but you get my point. That's the goal. It's not a rant, it's just people asking me the same question. So I think if I explain how it works, people will understand and then the question won't exist. Okay, I've been live for almost 3 hours. We need a break. Quick 3-minute break. Grab a snack, grab a coffee. I'm gonna go check up on Hachan. I'm gonna pop an energy drink and we're gonna continue. This will probably be part 1 of the LP and part 2 is probably gonna be this next part. Let's push it a little bit because I'd like to be able to edit out this first part and hopefully another part or a third part over the weekend. Quick little break. I'm gonna play a quick song for you guys. I know being a YouTuber is hard. Being a part-time YouTuber is hard. When you're full-time, it's a lot easier. I'm part-time because I only have my weekend to do this. And this is my whole weekend. Now, I did talk to Hachan and we've probably got another 3.5 hours. I bought us some time because, believe it or not, Hachan is actually doing English teaching from the living room. She's got her laptop out and she's doing private English teaching lessons. You wouldn't actually believe it. And after that, she finishes at about 2:30. We'll go grab lunch and then we'll come back and she'll have another lesson and I'll be editing. And then after that, I'll be exporting and we'll go to IKEA to help buy some furniture for her studio. And we'll come back here and she'll probably do more filming and editing. But we've got a really interesting thing because Hacha now, she doesn't do tennis coaching much anymore. She's switched more to doing English teaching. I don't know if you guys have seen her channel, but she actually does like English videos. And from that, she gets a lot of students which she tutors in English privately, you know, one-on-one. So she's turned her job from childcare to tennis coach to English teaching. And so she does that pretty much full-time now, which is really good. But it also means that we're both very busy. So that's how we take turns using the computer. And when she's not doing that, she's basically filming vlogs, which we do together, and she's got to edit those out as well. So we're one of those very busy couples doing videos, which is cool in its own way, but it's very busy. It's very busy. But hey, it's gonna work out. I did end up paying that $3,000 invoice to the MBN Co in Australia to fix the internet and hook up fiber to the house where we moved. As soon as that gets connected, I'll be able to just move all my computer and shit over there and work from over there because the internet will be good. What's the current Twitch goal of yours? It's not just a Twitch goal, it's kind of like a Twitch, YouTube, Patreon goal. The goal for me personally is getting enough money that I could do it full time. I've pretty much calculated that that's about $20,000 a year. So that would cover rent, that would cover expenses, that would cover food, technology, all that sort of shit, as well as put a little bit on the side for a rainy day fund, because as we know, the world is the world. So when I hit that point, I'll pretty much start transitioning to going full time. But up until then, I gotta keep working my 9 to 5. That being said, my 9 to 5 is actually a pretty good gig. I do work long hours, but I will be honest, they do pay well for what I do. And once I get the new position, I'm actually going to go up 2 salary grades, but that is going to come with a lot more responsibilities and a lot more stress and a lot more other bullshit. But I'm hoping that, because what I'm doing at the moment is actually working, using it for expenses, but I'm putting some on the side so I can build a good rainy day fund and a good investment fund. So the point is to be able to do YouTube and live streaming full time soon. But we need to sort of get to that goal. Then what will be your next goal after going full time? After going full time, I'm hoping that I could scale the community to a point that we can do more ambitious projects. So at the moment, we're mostly doing reactions and playing video games. So when we're able to scale, by that I mean being able to do crazy events, crazy vlogs. I don't want to say Mr. Beast style things where it's just, you know, a million ping pong balls in a pool, but crazy shit like that if we wanted to. For example, I don't know, hooking up the whole house with live stream cameras and doing like a week-long live stream thing, basically turning it into a Big Brother house and doing crazy shenanigans, or even possibly visiting different countries throughout the world and different events and different sites doing vlogs and also meeting people. Probably going to anime festivals and gaming festivals, things like that. Going to E3, you know, more things that are reserved for much bigger content creators than myself. Shit like that. Basically scaling it, making it bigger, making it better. That would also enable different type of content to be created, maybe even web series, mini series, vlog series, that sort of shit, which is definitely more ambitious. Oh yeah, I think I've noticed a few of your comments. So that's the plan. But for now, goal's nice and simple. It's, well, 1, get the internet sorted out. 2, upload daily on the Patreon. 3, Saturday, Sunday, Monday live streams, which is 3 times a week. We've got an anime slot, we've got an action slot, and we've got Anime Monday. Keep those 3 going. From there, hopefully every day or every second day, upload on the gaming channel. So all the LPs that happen on Twitch get converted and uploaded on YouTube within a week. Currently, that's not possible because of 1, exporting, and 2, copyright, but that's the goal. And then 3 would be getting the reaction channel going again, which again is struggling because of copyright, but that's the goal. It's basically that. It's not easy, but that's the goal. I'm trying to keep it achievable, I'm trying to keep it measurable, and I'm trying to keep it practical. Because if we manage to knock out those 3 things, and I'm not saying that we will be able to, but if we manage to knock out those 3 things and upload daily on Patreon, upload every 1 or 2 days on the gaming channel, and upload every 1 or 2 days on the reaction channel, and keep live streaming 3 days a week, we as a community should keep growing. And by continuing to grow, we will eventually hit full-time status. And then when we hit full-time status, it's the equivalent of getting a barrel of kerosene and throwing it on a fire. I have a lot more time to do shit, which means I can produce a lot more content, which means I can upload daily, which means we grow even bigger, which is even better. So let's keep at it. All right, now let's get back to the story before people stab me, because people are considering stabbing me, which is not a pleasant thing. Please don't stab me. I know I'm bad, but I'm not that bad. At this point, I'm just buying everything. Just hit 69 Google Play point. That is such a good number. I like that number. Kuma, you're a slub. You should be used to people wishing to stab you. I can't say I am, unfortunately.
Thanks a bunch. Thanks a bunch. Is that all? Thanks a bunch. Thanks a lot.
Okay. Let's pick up all the sweets. For a second, I read that as cocaine. I feel so bad.
That's what you're getting. Thanks.
Say something again? Gelato shop. Why did I read that as cocaine shop? Have some delicious cocaine. I'm sorry, there was a meme. There was a meme on fucking Discord. I can't find it, can I? No, I can't, because I can't switch the screen. But it was basically, it was a JoJo meme, and they say, bring some Coke. And the OG JoJo on the top of the triangle brings cocaine. The JoJo from season 2 brings Pepsi, because he interprets it as Coke. And the JoJo, I think, from season 3 or 4 ends up bringing Coca-Cola. I fucking love the OG JoJo. He just fucking brings cocaine.
I'm back again.
Oh, so good.
We've got whatever you need. Is that all for carrier items? That's a popular carrier item. Is that all for today? Carrier items. Thank you.
Right, Kuma, learn to read. Mate, if I didn't learn to read by now, I never will. It's fucking insane that every area lets you farm. Why does every area let you farm bond points? That is stupid. I saw a meme. Like, we have recreated the original Coca-Cola recipe. When you realize, it's like so good, so good. I don't know. I don't recognize the city. Maybe it's for the best. A city that I've never been to. That's always a good thing. Ooh, what the hell's going on over here? Is that the tower or is it fruit? Does it have purple on the top? Red, green. Red, green. Is that the tower made to look as a person? Why would you do that? Japan's got this thing where they turn everything into a character. It's a thing at this point. It's insane. Look at that guy, he's so fat. I could say that as a fat person. I am a fat person.
Hi.
Yeah, but this could be literally any place in Japan, so Though there was a street like this where I found a store called Big Boss, and it was actually a guitar store. And I took that photo of myself saluting. I don't know if you guys remember, that was a couple of years ago. Now we're in Suzushino, which is apparently a haven for pedestrians around this time. I wonder why it's so crowded though. Everyone's talking about voting. Well, no matter. Back to the bathhouse. Just go straight for a bit, then take a right and you'll be there. Voting. How much you want to bet that these changes of heart are being used to swing a political election? Like America. The Phantom Thieves came to Sendai. Alright, let's see what we got here. Ooh, sweet shop. Now there's a place that Lady Anne would love. Too bad they're only open at 9. Oh really? It's only open at... Oh my god. Big Bang Burger. Open 24 hours.
I can take your order whenever. Have you decided? Here you go.
We're gonna be fucking broke by the end of this.
Here you go. Will this be it? Here you go. Come back, sir.
I'll be honest, I've eaten McDonald's and Hungry Jack's probably 6 times this week. I am probably gonna get diabetes.
What should I get?
You know what the cool thing about the smoking vending machines is? You basically need a ID card that only adults have. So if you don't have an ID card, which is like the equivalent of a driver's license in Japan, you can't actually use the smoking vending machines. It's really cool. And it's not like the vending machines here in Australia that are really dirty and you don't want to use them. The ones in Japan are so fucking clean. It's insane. Wow, look at all the shops. What's this? Akagire. The fuck is an akagire? Oh, pharmacy. For a second, I thought this was an adult shop because the adult shops typically have like these curtains, so kids can't. Oh my god, I was in Akihabara and I was going through one of the, I think it was a Sega store or an anime store or something, and I was going through all the floors looking for Danganronpa merchandise. And basically, I didn't notice, but there was this curtain which was like R18 plus, you know, adult content. And I didn't realize because it was on the same floor as like video games and shit. So I walked past this curtain and it was all fucking porn. Like walls of the shit everywhere. And there was like basically these guys in there like looking the back of the DVD case. Like looking at the synopsis for the porn video. Like like the front cover is not enough to grab your attention, you know what I mean? I can't say I've ever read a synopsis for a porno. Like, what would it say? Single mother is on her way home after dropping off her child at school. On the way back, she encounters the milkman who decides to milk her or something. Like, what the fuck? What's it gonna say? What do you write in a synopsis for porn? There's boobs. There's penis. Like, what needs to be said? Hello, please take your time. Cod liver oil candy. What the F?
That's what you like. It's all yours.
Ooh, 100.
You like you.
See, this is why we saved some money. Cures sleep, rage, brainwash for 1 hour.
It's all yours.
To revitalize the soul, greatly increases showtime
What
gauge.
you like. It's all. See you again.
There's something I remembered. I don't know if this is true, but I heard in the files for either P5 or P5R, there is a texture for a street and the McDonald's logo was there. Oh yeah, that wouldn't surprise me at all. Alright, let's change the music to normal in case the first video gives us copyright. Because copyright is a thing. Wait, but most of these songs actually played in Persona 5 and Mementos and we never had problems. Lavenza! I'm just buying all of the things. Can I cross the street? Oh my god, I can. 7-Eleven. No!
Welcome.
Tuna!
At all? Want your receipt? You done? Here you go. You done? Here you go. At all? Here you go. At all? Here you go.
The lady at the store sounds like she doesn't give a fuck.
At all? Want your receipt? At all? Want your receipt?
The lady
Thank
working
you.
at this store sounds like she's done with the world. Is that all? You want your receipt? Yakitori! Are you gonna get something to drink? Can I stop buying shit I don't need? I'm gonna go broke! I'm already broke! Welcome, we've got some seats in the back. Oh, you're taking it to go?
Hey.
Shelf-inspired restaurant not required. Includes lamb, meat, cabbage, and onion.
Is that all? Sweet, thanks! Oh, that's dope! Peace!
What else do we have? Ooh, can we cross the street? Oh wow, they blocked off the street. That's good. She's the biggest bitch of the game. The store woman is a bee. Curry.
Thank you for coming in.
Go. Oh my god.
Back soon.
Are you kidding me? Guys, this is the curry place that I was always talking about. It's yellow, it's called Go-Go Curry, but its logo is literally Harambe. It's Harambe surrounded by a border, and it sells like huge fucking curries. Ever go to Japan, look for Go-Go Curry. I'm so happy right now.
Please, take your time. It's a popular product. Here you are.
Give me 1 sec. I gotta tell Hachan. Over here. Hachan needs to find out that Go-Go... Hachan? Go-Go Curry is in this game. Hachan. No, Go-Go Curry is in the game. Yes, Go-Go Curry is in the game. Yes, I am proud. What's wrong with that? You know what's funny? Cheeky only speaks Serbian, and Hachan is telling Cheeky in fluent Serbian to sit down and shut up. I fucking love it. Hachan speaks fluent Serbian.
Here you are. Thanks for stopping by. Yes, I'll get
Hachan speaks better Serbian than most Serbian people in Australia that don't speak Serbian. They should be ashamed of themselves. Check out all the restaurants. Welcome.
Take again.
Ooh, miso ramen.
Thanks a bundle.
Something smells delicious. Maybe I should sit down and try it. Oh, hey, you're eating here too. Then let's sit down together, dude. Man, good stuff. When you're in Sapporo, you gotta get miso ramen. Excuse me, could I get another order of chashu? Actually, make that two. One for me and one for this guy. I enjoyed the miso ramen with Ryuji. I feel a flash of inspiration.
Oh, that. Here you are. Thanks a lot.
Hachan's, I wouldn't even know where to begin looking for a place like this.
Welcome. Please come back.
Hachan's learning. I need to fucking learn more Japanese. I've really let it go. I've digressed. Ally. See, this is why we actually left some money over, so we can buy this crap. Ooh, liquor store. Gimme. I saw similar singing shops like this in Shibuya. People do love singing. Which one is this? Oh, Bigacho. This is called. It's not called Bigacho. It's called Big Something. But it's this massive karaoke chain throughout Japan. The cool thing about it is that you can get it by the hour, but you can also get like a package for 3 hours, which includes unlimited soft drinks and coffee. So you basically go to a place like this, and I think it's typically off-peak hours, and you can basically go to a karaoke for $10 for like 3 hours with unlimited soft drinks and coffee for $10. Like in Australia, soft drinks and coffee would cost you more. Mariko Hoida is probably a target. They're apparently a mayor. I wasn't paying attention, but thank you. I guess they are using it to rig an election. They are Hillary Clinton. Seafood bowl shop. What do we have here? Ooh, we gotta go fucking broke.
Is this what you thank you?
This seafood bowl looks delicious. Maybe I should sit down and give it a try. Oh, are you grabbing food too, Kuma? Doesn't the seafood bowl here look amazing? I'm thinking I should try that. Just look at all the raw fish they use. And don't worry, Morgana. I'll buy one to go for you. Oh, how thoughtful, Makoto. Can't thank you enough. Makoto is so good.
Is this what you'd like?
Why are you
Thank
simping for... Oh! We're broke.
Made your choice?
Ah!
Here you go.
I'm poor. Ah! I can't even afford it.
Stop by it.
Maybe we should sell ourselves to some Catholic priests for money. We're broke. The karaoke chain is Big Echo. Yes! Thank you, Big Echo. Fuck, you're a legend. Thank you. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you. Makoto is so genuine and sweet. Yet Morgana is simping for Anne that literally just sits there. I'm getting deja vu looking at this house. I'm sorry, but this fucking house right here, it's fucking giving me deja vu with these walls. I don't know why. Oof. Alright, we're broke. So what do we do? Examine.
Yes.
Okay, we're here. Oh, what a fancy spot. Okay, go get yourself cleaned up. Oh, this is a bathhouse, right.
Now this is paradise.
I find it so weird that they're just going while surrounded by other guys. I'm sorry.
I'll say, the heat has crept into my bones.
Does that technically make this a stew? This really melts the stress away. The temperature's perfect. I miss the place near Leblanc. This melts the stress away.
I've learned a valuable lesson on this journey. Sometimes you simply need to enjoy being naked.
This quote is... I want this screenshot framed and put on my fucking wall.
And that means what exactly?
The insecurities are creeping in.
Anyways, it's nice having a bath like this all to ourselves. Can't get that at home.
What's more, we're in the middle of a long journey. We must take proper measures to recover our strength and stamina.
Whoa, On! Are those CGI?
My inner Jiraiya sensei is telling me to take a peek. If I have learned anything from Jiraiya sensei, it's that one peek can't hurt. Unless Tsunade is there to break all your bones. But take a look. All those little barrels over there are already lined up. All you gotta do is go on the top and take a look. I can hear voices coming from the girls' side.
What cheat codes did you use to get those? Dieting life hacks? You're so skinny. Yet. Could you stop drawing attention to me? Go bother Haru instead. Hers are no different.
Stop it!
Haru, not bad. These could knock someone flat.
Could you please keep it down? Remember, it's not only us in here.
Look, I wouldn't mind being knocked out by a pair of boobs. I mean, a bit of asphyxiation never hurt anybody. Thermal expansion is a thing, Ryuji. Be careful. Yeah. Should we leave? Hot springs rule. Looking good, Ryuji.
Aw, thanks. I've been really working these abs. Wait, what? Man, this water feels great. Morgana really should have been here.
I like how he tries to switch the subject.
Sophia might like it as well, though being incorporeal may pose a challenge.
She really is a mystery, ain't she? What are your thoughts on her?
She's a cool AI.
That much is obvious, but didn't she say something about wanting to understand people's hearts?
Ah, the heart of mankind. Try as I may, I have yet to depict its full essence in my paintings. It hides both darkness and light, mingling beauty and atrocity in its depths. Try as you may to unravel it, its enigma grows deeper still.
Deeper, deeper, deeper. Deeper, deeper, deeper still. Deeper, 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 deeper. Jesus, say deeper one more time. I love seeing all the newbie people here, catching me at the most embarrassing moments of the game.
Not sure I can comment on that. But I do know Sophia gets along with all of us. Gets me thinking she might not need to worry about all that heart stuff.
You have a point there. It's to become a good companion. She does it so she can grow.
That is indeed a logical conclusion, particularly for a sentient program. Understanding the heart would certainly prove helpful.
Yeah, what you said. She seems pretty dead set on it, too.
Definitely a Danganronpa reference.
If that's what Sophia has decided, we should lend her our full support. She is our precious ally, after all.
True enough. She could use all the help she can get. Damn, heat's starting to get to me. Want to ditch the bath and grab some milk coffee?
Oh god, I need some milk coffee. I love royal milk tea. Ever since I heard, what's her name? Celestia liked it, I tried it in Japan. The one from, you know, the vending machines. It's like 100 yen, it's like $1. And it's fucking delicious. I even tried it at a cafe. They couldn't make it right. The vending machine one in Japan is amazing. I'm sorry guys, but I'm sold on Japan. It's heaven. I'll take strawberry milk instead. Fruit melty milk for me. Ew! Strawberry.
Whoa, that sounds good too. Now I can't make up my mind.
I protest. We are in Hokkaido, as you may recall. It would be a sin to forego its fresh dairy offerings for some artificial substitute.
Jesus Christ. Yusuke's a handful.
To appreciate it properly, we must partake right as it's squeezed from the udder, the way farmers have done for millennia.
Could you say that when you're not naked in a hot spring with other guys? Cause like, fuck me, right?
Yeah. Knock yourself out, man.
I will be honest that when I was living in Bosnia, we did have a goat. And we had fresh goat milk, you know, and you would basically get it from the goat in a bucket, and then you would have, what's it called in English? Like a strainer? It's basically like little metal lines that stop like all the solids. So you basically pour the milk through that, and you would get, you know, glasses of goat milk while it's still warm. And because it's fresh, it's very high in nutrients. So, you know, kids would drink it. You know, if you had asthma or you were something, it was really good for you. Like my cousin had asthma, and his asthma went away because he was drinking goat's milk. They literally bought the goat because he had asthma, and his asthma disappeared. He was just drinking goat's milk. It's insane. It's so good for you. Like, I would legit buy a goat. I know it sounds insane, but I would buy a goat because the milk is so good. So good for you.
All right. Body and mind refreshed.
You can't get that amount of nutrients from like store brand crap because they do stuff to it to make it last longer and it loses a lot of its nutrients.
That bath was just what we needed. Thanks for suggesting this place, Sophia. No prob. Glad I could be of service.
I noticed you guys were pretty quiet.
Oh, well, you know.
Huh?
Hmm?
You have a phone call from Zenkichi.
I reckon Anne's like, so you guys didn't try to take a peek. Why not? Are we not good enough for you? Is there someone else in your mind? Girls are a paradox. If you do something, they're upset that you did it. If you don't do something, they're upset that you didn't do it. What do you want, ladies? What do you want?
Greetings. You are now speaking to the long arm of the law. So, you guys in Sapporo yet?
Who is this?
Zenkichi Hasegawa. Come on, you know it's me. Anyway, I wanted to set up a meeting. How about I swing by the RV in the evening?
You ain't that complex? Attention. They want attention. You know who else wants attention? Cheeky. She wants all of the attention. Because she's cute, she knows she gets it. But she is also a girl.
Zenkichi's gonna meet us? Then let's go be ready for it.
The music in this game is so good!
I'm running on empty, man. Behold, a saucy, zesty masterpiece. Ain't nothing better than this. Get out, dumbass! Here you go, my treat! Yes, so good.